Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition. Well, this is a special edition. It's Man Them United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast meets Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast meets Gonna Talk from the Arsenal podcast. So the crossover podcast with another crossover podcast talking all things Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, and of course Manchester United. Brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. Cam's in the building, Surfer is in the building, Jez is in the building as well. Please make sure you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Vitally important. Hit that like button, share this across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Road to 5K. Hit the notification bell as well. So we'll start with the Arsenal representative, Mr. ODS himself. Cam is in the building. What are you telling me, Cam? You good?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. You know how it goes, man. Coming up back to the Premier League and that. So it's gonna get an exciting weekend this weekend. That's what I'm gonna say.
We're gonna get into all of that. For regular watchers of Sarcasm City TV, you know the Chelsea representative. He's also heads up the NFL show, and you catch you on NBA watch-alongs plus more. Surfer is in the building. What are you telling me, Surfer? You good?
Yeah. Palace beware. Havertz a mountain form. That's all I'm saying. Watch it, man.
Guy, that is shameless. Palace beware.
Palace
Havertz a mountain form.
We storming the Palace.
Unless Palace want to take Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, I'm sure they'll be all right. You feel me in that? I'm sure they'll be all right. Yeah. hey, I said this on the watch along. I'll say it again. God don't like ugly. And when I say ugly, I mean ugly personalities. That's what happens. Karma spanned the block on Harry Maguire, and we got to see it. I love this show, man. Show, man. Yo, I love to see it, man. Man got caught in 4K in front of the world, making 2 mistakes, people. And he made 3 mistakes for 2 goals. I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Man made 3 mistakes for 2 goals. Love it. Couldn't happen to a better person, man.
You are shameless.
I'm so no.
Yeah,
he deserves
yeah,
that.
You are.
He deserves that. He talks too much. Said all this. Quit talking and go play.
You are shameless.
That's
bro.
karma. That was karma.
Shamelessness,
man. You know what I'm saying? I said it. Karma don't miss, man. And of course, the Spurs representative, another regular on the channel, my like Jez, is in the building. What are you saying, Jez? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, fam. I can't do all this back, bro. My eyes gonna be bleeding again. We're gonna get into this.
We're gonna discuss all of that. It's ironic how this thing has worked out because the North London Derby is coming up. But first and foremost, obviously, I put in the title. It's all 4 teams in the season so far. So we'll go to Cam. Since Arsenal are top of the league, we'll get Cam's thoughts on Arsenal season so far. Premier League, Europa League as well. Give us your thoughts, fam. Talk to us.
Been absolutely effing brilliant, ain't it? We top of the league, you know what I'm saying? Top of the fucking league. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Our only good test that we had, we lost, but it is what it is. Our second good test this weekend. We shall see if we lose again. But we're top of the league, mate. Fucking brilliant, mate. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Apart from that, what else can I say?
All right, so you just happy at this moment being top of the league.
I'm riding the wave, bro. And at the moment we are top, so I'm at the top right now. Like I'm on the, you know, where the wave is at its peak. Yeah. And the surfers are like, yeah, Kawabanga and all this, Wagwan and all this. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's just a matter of time before the wave crashes in.
I'm guessing though it exceeded your expectation, because if someone would have said the only game you're going to be top of the league come the international break and the only game you're going to lose is against Manchester United, you wouldn't have believed that.
No.
Surely Arteta has exceeded your expectations. So have you been?
I know what you're trying to do for us.
No. You must have been impressed with the start though. Surely. I'm
not impressed because it's teams we should be beating.
I've
seen it under Wenger, bro.
Yeah, but this is a whole new regime because you've not done this before.
Is it though?
And the 2 games in Europe. No. In terms of Arteta, like, there's games I thought you were going to lose. The Palace game. Who else you lot prayed? Maybe the Brentford game. Us, but we did lose to us. But yeah, I'm sure. And the way, and also you got to factor in the way you've been playing, because Arteta was known for more defensive football. You've played better football. That's got to have been a surprise too. Like in terms of, it's not content.
I mean, you know what it is? It's not. It's. I mean, it's one of them minutes. Like it's not. To me, it's not a surprise because it's a pleasant. No, it's pleasant. Yeah, it's nice the fact that we are playing what it seems like quite decent football.
Yeah.
Like, if we was to play like that in the big matches, then yeah, I'll definitely say, oh, we'll be causing problems. But this is what I'm saying. Like, we you know what it is? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Our players are dropping like.
Yo, you're mute, fam. You back? Yeah, you're back. You're back. Go on.
I don't know. Our players are dropping like flies at the moment. So it's like it's only a matter of time where injuries do play a part in our season. And then as soon as that injuries, like I said, I've already said it before, we ain't got the squad depth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see. I see what happens normally happening soon in Arsenal seasons. It's one of them. Like, yeah, it's nice to be top of the league right now. It's nice that yeah, we do seem like we're playing good football, but in most matches we've been quite lucky. Like, in my opinion, anyway, it was kind of lucky.
In some of the matches,
but like I said, apart from Bournemouth and Brentford, we were quite. We had. I mean, they were in the other games. They had their moments. Like, we were just lucky that they didn't take their chances. Do you know what I mean? Was in the Crystal Palace game, for instance, and even the Leicester game. Even though I'd say we were the better team, they had their chances, bro. We let them have their chance. A couple of chances where, if they had taken them chances, I wouldn't have been shocked if we went 4-4 or 5-4 to them. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it wouldn't have been like, oh, we didn't deserve it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So even with Fulham, we were lucky, bro. Like, I know Fulham have been playing quite well, but it's like we were lucky against them. If they had taken more of their chances, we would have either drew or lost that game.
Yeah.
So the only two matches I've really seen us be like, do you know what? Yeah, we've been great. Is Bournemouth and Brentford.
No, I hear that, but it is a step in terms of the result. So, like I said,
it's a step. It's a step.
You're playing better football as well, and it is.
It's only a step because he made it his own. He made it his own step. That was a step that should have never been taken, because we should have been beating them teams regardless. So he made it his own problem. You get what I mean? He's been but even with Emery, we should have been beating them. We was beating them teams. He's the one that came in and then ended up fucking it up for us against the smaller teams.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? So he made it his own. This is what I don't get with Arsenal fans. They seem to forget the reason when we started struggling against these smaller teams, because at the end of it was in the end of Emery's regime as well. Like, he's got a part to play in that bit, but then you got 3 years of Arteta now. Like, this is why I don't get too hyped on that. Yeah, my agenda, I'd shamelessly just agenda it out from, for Twitter, for social media and shit. But when it comes to reality,
he's not
like,
talking about people there. Just put that into perspective. He's not talking about agenda people. It's agenda. Just clearing that up, innit?
Oh yeah, not agenda, an agenda.
An agenda, yeah. I'm just clearing that up.
So I'll happily like run that. I don't care, but I already know when it's going to come to Arsenal. It's going to be one of them where the downfall is going to be so mad. Yeah, like it always is. Arsenal fans are going to lose their shit.
100%.
Everyone's going to be like, oh my God, no, war with me. Start playing the blame game. Oh, the referee this and their team that. And if his name was Xhaka, that would have been a red. And and all this. If he was in an Arsenal shirt, that would have been a goal, or it would be an offside. You know it's going to be. So that. If that doesn't come this year, I'll be shocked. I will be pleasantly surprised. But you already know it will come.
I think we're all no. I think we're all expecting it. But what I'm saying is, because of the season so far and the manner in which you've done what you've done, obviously you got the results as well. Is a step. Will you finish top 4? I actually think. Yeah, I think I did. Did I put you on my top 4? Yeah, I did. Obviously, we'll get into what Surf is going to speak on the Chelsea. But now I put you in the top 4 after that.
Chelsea, wasn't it?
No. I changed it when Tuchel got sacked. I changed it. Legit. No bullshit aside. All bullshit aside. But I don't know how Graham Potter's more of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Surfer will get further into it. But I looked at Tuchel as the X factor. Whether he lost his X factor or not, and I've heard Surfer say that, is a whole different conversation. But I don't mean I think. But you said it already. With our 4 teams, injuries is key. Because if any of our sides get 3-4 injuries, we're finished. Us four right here. If we get 3-4 injuries
That's what
to 3 or 4 of our starters.
And I think, and you know what's so scary? It's even worse for Arsenal now because we've only got 23 squad players.
Oh, is it? Matter.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and we didn't even bother to after we trimmed our squad and to what however small it was before, they managed to make it even smaller. Not even like they signed all their they signed the 5-6 what was it 5-6 signings and early, and then that was it. Cut the rest who they wanted to cut. Now they've left us short. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if Arsenal don't get any injuries, which they already are, you know what I mean? We should, and number 5 is pissing me off because, bruv, he came back for 1 game. He's already fucking injured, bruv.
It was precaution, man. It's precaution. He got pulled.
No, I don't care, bro. What do you mean precaution? The guy's, bruv, I don't even care. He's not 20, bruv. He's not in his 20s, bro. The guy's in his 50s, fam. I don't give a fuck, bruv. This guy's always injured, bruv. Guy's always injured, but now he pisses me off, bro. And I said it. Do you know what it is? I said it when we first signed him. Why are we signing this prick, bruv? Like, I didn't want him in the first place, bruv. Yeah? I said, bro, this guy is the most injury-prone player I know. Everyone's like, no, bro, when you look at his stats at Atletico Madrid, I'm like, bun his stats at Atletico Madrid, bro. He's gonna, bro, we've signed him on an injury. He's come into a league, yeah, which is more known to get more injuries than La Liga. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a tougher league. It's more physical league, as they say.
Yeah, it's definitely more physical, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? And you're telling me, and brother, what I mean about our players like him, even Tomiyasu as well, bro.
Smile, man. You top of the league, man. What's wrong with you, fam?
Fuck the top of the league, bro. Tomiyasu as well, bro. Tomiyasu's another fucking player, bro. This guy, this prick is injured again, bro. Like,
you got Ben White.
Bro, comes back for 1 game and fucking, bro. He had to come back from Japan, bro.
You got Ben White at right back.
Oh,
he's been playing there anyway. You beat that, but he's all jokes aside. He's been playing there anyway,
bro.
Yo, man, he's won you 6 games out of 7.
Nah, he ain't won a shit. What him alone, yeah?
No, he's played his part.
What, him alone, yeah?
Not him alone. He's played his
him
part.
alone, yeah. He's the one. He's the main guy, yeah.
I bet it's Jesus alone, innit? If I would have said Jesus,
bruv, might as well be, fam.
Yeah, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
but yeah, man, like I said, like I'm saying, like, but we just, bruv, if we manage to get through October and November, yeah, with no more injuries, I'll be more surprised about that than any other result.
You're gonna survive, yeah.
You'll survive, man. You'll be all right.
I will survive. I will. Man. Yeah, I know I will.
First, I will survive.
I will survive. Yes, I will. Yeah. I just don't know about my fan base.
Oh, your fan base is gonna be a meltdown, but we here.
It's gonna be a meltdown, and then do you know what it is though? The reason why I hate it, the one thing I hate about my fan base is, yeah, people still seem to think I'm a part of that fan base, bro. Like,
yo, all I asked him people was, how's your season been so far? You know, go on, carry on.
Bro, what do you mean? I was in up now, innit? I won't even talk for the rest of the whole stream, innit? I was sitting in silence.
I'm just saying, innit? Before anyone's like, yo, Flawless, you got an Arsenal agenda. I'm just reiterating the question I did ask you originally.
You're 100%, bro. You're 100% as an Arsenal agenda, bro.
They'll blame me, innit? I don't have an Arsenal agenda.
Oh, yeah, bro. You have a
I just don't like
Arsenal agenda,
bro.
No,
ain't an agenda. I treat
bro,
Arsenal
you have
how I treat Ryan.
You have.
I just don't like either of you lot.
Exactly, bro. It's an agenda, bro. You have an agenda, bro.
I don't have an agenda. I just don't like either of them. Yeah, I don't like this football institution. I don't like this individual. You know what I'm saying? If Arsenal was a person, it'd be Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, sir.
Fairs, yeah.
That's what it is.
But yeah, so basically, just to quickly wrap up what I'm saying.
You got a lot to get off your chest. Get it off your chest, fam.
Bro, do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is, yeah? I'm just waiting for the fall off. Do you know that's what I'm waiting for? Because, like I said, I'd rather it not happen. Of course, I'd rather it not for my. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if I'm in the mud. Oh, he's in the mud because whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. They don't pay me regardless. But I'm just waiting for that fall off because I already know what's gonna happen on social media, and everyone's gonna play the woe with Arsenal, woe with me. Oh my god, why always me? Never you, not always my all that bullshit. Yeah, But then where I'm gonna get pissed off is I'm gonna get it in my fucking messages. Do you know what I mean? Because of my mates, yeah, watching dumbasses on YouTube, yeah, fucking they're now assuming that I hold the exact same fucking opinion as that guy and this guy and every other fucking Arsenal fan. No, bro. That's what pisses me off because do you know what it is? It's not my actual fan base. Well, it is, but it's the fact that when Arsenal do end up falling off, bruv, my 3 group chats alone on my WhatsApp, bruv.
Oh my God.
Bruv, I'm the only Arsenal fan in there. So you can already imagine, bruv. Look at Arsenal now. Cam. Brother. I'm like, bruv, allow me, like, fuck. But yeah, man. That's what I got to say about that.
All right, cool. Let me run to some of the comments, get the likes up as well. Big up Raja Singh says, big up. One Done says, blessings, people. Big up to One Done. Love to Sasha every time. Says, big up the panel. Hope everyone's good. Hope you're blessed, Sasha, as well. English Maldini. I don't know who that is in the picture. Says, big up everyone. Big up to you. One Done says, City dead Sunday. I wouldn't say all that. I'm not that confident. Victor says, big up the chat and the panel. Large up Victor every single time as well. Timo's here as well. Probably the happiest man in England right now. He says it'd be interesting to see Arsenal in October. Those fixtures looking spicy. It will be. Big up Capo TV. Says big up Flawless was good, my G. Hope you're blessed. Mataza says, pardon me. Flawless, they won 7 in a row last year and finished 5th in a 4-horse race. It is what it is. I'm not saying Arsenal would do anything. The question I asked was I'm talking about their season so far. And when you look at their results,
you know what this is? You know what this period of time
they've
is?
done what they're supposed to do. Well, yeah, go on.
It was that, but this first 6, 7, 8 games, yeah, that period there is what we basically went through. Like when he said it, what my man just said there. Like we went on a last season, what was it? What, a 7-game running streak, and even in that state, we were looking favourites for a 4.
Nah, you was favourites because you lot were clear.
Yeah, even you was like, I think Arsenal can get top 4, and I was telling you,
and you was like, nah. You was like, no.
No, not happening. And even people are like, what are you talking about? Like, well, it could actually happen, and I'm looking at it like, bro, it's not happening, bro. It's the inevitable fall off from Arsenal happens each year, bro. And this is what pisses me off. There's something to do in the training or something they're eating in the training facilities. I don't know what it is, but it's been happening for like 12 years now, bro. We're like the most injury-prone team, bro. It's a piss take, bro. None of our players can like go a full season, bro, apart from like Saka.
We'll see.
Saka went the full season last year. He was like the only one. And injury.
Because Jesus, for my knowledge, injury record is pretty good, to my knowledge.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. But the only reason why I didn't say Jesus is because he hasn't had a full season with Arsenal.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get your point.
And it's going to be a lot like you're already seeing it, but they're saying he's already got 4 yellows with Arsenal, where he only had like 1 or 2 with City in his whole career. And it's because it's like, yeah, I know there's a bit of an agenda on Arsenal with the refs. I ain't even going to deny that, but I'm not using that as an excuse. But it's also like, bruv, he's had to do more work since he's been here than what he would do at City.
Yeah, he's starting for you.
So he's had to do a lot more running back than what he would do with City. He's had to, like, don't get me wrong, he's been a pivotal part of most of our attacks. Like, he's been a very important part. Even whether he scored or assist or not, bruv, he has been a massive part in the goal itself. He would have done something major in that build up to the goal where that's the reason why we got the goal. Or he was a part of the play for us to get that goal. If he didn't make that run, that defender would have gone to my man and it wouldn't have got, or whatever, in it. So I'll give him that, innit. I just want to see more goals from him, innit. My Ballon d'Or, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Gordon Jesus is coming, bruv.
Right. I think there's a Norwegian in Manchester that's saying different, but hey, we all have dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe.
No. Apart from Haaland, innit?
As you continue,
give it to him now,
get the silver boot, innit? As you
silver boot. Yeah, they might as well bring out the silver boot now. Haaland's in the Premier League.
Silver boot, bronze boot. Yeah, they might as well.
Fuck the bronze boot. Just bring it out, silver boot, innit? Or what they can do is just upgrade it to a platinum boot for Haaland, innit? Because that guy's probably just gonna end up getting it fucking every year, bro.
Very much so.
Especially under Pep and City, bro.
Mm-hmm. So it says you have an Arsenal agenda, Flawless, when you beat us 3-1, beat us weeks ago 3-1. Yeah, hold that. Flattered you guys. We should have got a point. Man United is still not great. Why do I need to have an agenda, Thomason? Tell me what I've said about your team that is incorrect.
Agenda.
People just don't like people. You know what it is? People don't want to hear the message because they don't like the messenger. Fuck the messenger. Forget me. What's the message? So tell me
Do you know
what
what
I've
it is,
said about
bro?
your
Do you know
club
what it
that
is?
is
Do you know why a
incorrect.
lot of people say you have an agenda?
Go on,
And I
right
know
ahead.
it's not an agenda, but a lot of people say it's because the way you portray how you say stuff.
How do you
Like a
mean
lot of
portray?
people, no. I know because I know you personally. I know what you mean in it. Yeah. So when you're saying stuff, I know what you mean in it. But a lot of people will probably like, nah, this guy, he doesn't mean it in that way. I know what he means it but they it's because of the way you laugh, brother. You laugh at everything, fam. Like,
Because I'm hilarious. That's why I be
yeah, but
laughing at my own
exactly, fam.
jokes.
So
I'm
you're
hilarious. My name
you
on
bust a
WhatsApp.
joke to yourself,
I'm
start
hilarious.
laughing, and
I
then
got
that
a
was
bucket
it.
hat.
After you start laughing about the joke, yeah, you just bust to yourself. That's where he's got an agenda.
Oh, see,
comes
it's
from.
because the truth is in the truth. A lot of the times it's funny, especially when it's about the failures of a club I don't like. That's just funny to me. That's all that is. Like I say, don't worry about how I'm delivering the message. Did you get the message? I think you mad at the wrong people. Point out at Arsenal owners, the
They're using
manager,
you
and the
as an
players.
excuse.
You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But yeah, like I
I
say,
wouldn't
I
have
don't,
it, bro.
do I think we're great? No, I don't think United are great. You know what I'm saying? But are we good enough to do what needs to be done this season? Yes. And we did that against you lot. But we shown it from the start. Move to Liverpool, move to Arsenal, and we'll see how we do against City. So I'm sure you lot get your questions in as well. Get the likes up, and we are gonna move on to probably who've had the most news this season. Definitely recently, anyway. Change of manager as well. Obviously, new owners in. So, for your thoughts on Chelsea season so far, because a lot's gone on. Action-packed season, it seems like.
Yeah, very quiet. Not a lot. Very boring.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. 100%.
But well, you know, like I said, Havertz, that meth-looking MFer tonight, scored a banger of a goal. He'll never score any better goal than that in his life. I don't think I'll never see that at Stamford Bridge. He will never do that. He will never score that type of goal ever.
You don't think he'll score that goal for you like that? Fair enough.
And Mason Mount will never score in a blue shirt at Wembley. I don't care what anyone says. Listen, it's weird. We've not played since we played two games in the past 3.5 weeks, both Champions Leagues. Obviously, that's not going well. Got the double header with Milan coming up. Hopefully, I'll put Snoop's face in the mud on those streams. They've got a lot of injuries, I've read, so hopefully that will help us. But it's weird because Potter's got sort of a mini pre-season, sort of, and it's also weird with this international break because the games are on different days. You're getting the players back differently. Do you remember when it was in the past? It was like you played Saturday and then the Wednesday, and then you went back like into training and everything like that. But I'm like I say, hopefully the Tuchel out stuff is out. Like in terms of leaving us out of the system now. In terms of people are sort of over the rawness of it, going forward. But it'll be interesting, man. I mean, our away performances this season have been shocking, absolutely appalling, and we've got Palace away, which is not the best, which is not the easiest place to go.
Yeah, true that.
I was reading today with the players that he had left, it was sort of like behind the doors thing. He was playing Chalobah as a 6. But he's played as a 6 on his loan last season.
I did not know that.
Or the season before last, sorry. And he's playing like Gallagher as an 8 and everything like that. So it'd be interesting. I just hope he doesn't pick Thiago Silva and Aspilicueta
as a
pairing, because that's just not happening. It'll be interesting to see how what he does, man. I think everyone should give him a chance. I'm giving him a chance. See what he does. It's just now we are literally there's no real time to recover for these guys. They're playing every 3 or 4 days till the World Cup now. That's it. I mean, you thought you guys were sick of our faces before.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was gonna say we gotta be sick of each other. It's like, what did you do? I seen you half an hour ago.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of each other than our goddamn families. You know what I mean? They're gonna put.
Did you do the watch along together? I didn't see you done a watch along.
Oh, the England Germany one. Yeah, we did.
Bro, it's like you said, bro. It's now how many, bro? Is it actually gonna? There actually isn't a week where there's gonna be a break, is there now up to the World Cup?
There's nothing.
Actually, and you know what I hate? Arsenal have now got 2 games in hand that we didn't want, bruv.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. You get to see your beloved Arsenal play, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, with probably 20 injuries, so we've got 3 fit players, bruv.
You gotta walk it off, man. And while you lose soldiers,
I said walk it off. What in this day and age, bruv? These kids don't know what walk it off means. They'll moan to their mums before they walk up. Mommy, my knee hurts.
That's the thing now. These managers gonna really.
We got told when we were young, walk it off. All right. Bruv, they don't get told that no more. It's more like, it's okay, come here, give me a cuddle, you'll be okay.
But the managers,
go on, Sefa. Go on.
The managers are really going to earn their money because obviously every 3 or 4 days now,
yes,
the squad is now going to be used to its maximum. They're going to be people that are going to pick up injuries. They're going to be some big players that may miss this World Cup now because there's going to be some that are going to pick up injuries that aren't going to be able to make it at all. And then you've got this World Cup coming up. But sticking to Chelsea, we've got 10 points from 6 games and already lost 2. So before we had the games that went away, we weren't that far off the top, amazingly, but not even playing well. I just hope that it's more of a hope that with these forwards instead of like, apart from Raheem Sterling, it's more like. I don't know, man. If I could multiply Raheem Sterling, I'll just play 3 of them up there. I just can't.
Just play 3
I don't know what Aubameyang's going to bring. I just don't know. It's a case of, for me, not having high standards when it comes to the forwards. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if they score, great, but I don't expect them to, apart from Sterling.
Sterling's the only one you look at and go, yeah,
the only one.
You'll produce.
He's got 6 GNA already this season.
Yeah, that's good.
He's 1 goal away in the league from equaling Timo Werner's whole tally last season in the league. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He's 7 away from equaling Timo Werner's entire Premier League record.
That's crazy, and he's gonna get that. Injury free, he's gonna get that.
Yeah, of course he's gonna get it.
Of
course he's gonna get that, and that was my thing. Like today, it was like. I don't know. If I was Raheem Sterling, if I was the Chelsea manager, Potter, I would have gone into. I would have called Southgate and go, "Hey, you're relegated. It's not. Can you just rotate some of my guys out? They're going to play 2 back-to-back full 90s." If I was a Premier League manager and with the guys who already played 90 minutes on Friday, I would be pissed.
Jones used to do that with Kane. You'll tell Southgate.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, Kane got it. Sterling got it. Reece James got it. It's like, we know because we all know Reece James has not got his injury record's not that good in terms of that. So I don't know, man. It's a new dawn. Another one at Chelsea. I mean, so many new dawns. I don't know what day it is. What time of day it is. But I think we should be excited, because we're not going to get. That's what I do like about these fixtures coming up.
Go on.
There's not going to be a week in between where I have to listen to people moan. It's only going to be 1 or 2 days.
Yeah. He's talking about you, Prime. Hold that, Prime.
Prime.
We talk about you, Latimer's Prime. Big up Prime though.
I just think it's going to be fascinating because it's going to be fascinating because Potter's baptism by fire, isn't it? Baptism by fire. I know people are,
he's walking into the Inferno match.
Here would be a bit more fiery about, how Chelsea are going to die or something like that, or they're not going to survive. Totally. We're going to finish 5th. But you know what? I think it's up in the air, man. Look at Man United. Look at Ten Hag. Turn around United, drop the players, got them working, something like that. It's a baptism by fire, but, let's see how we do, man. I don't think any team's really that good. I know Arsenal started well and played very well, so that's credit to them.
Facts.
The City are the most complete team to me, even though they're a bit weaker than before. But honestly, there are going to be big injuries with these fixtures.
I agree with that.
There's going to be massive injuries because it's just ridiculous. You've got this stupid international break, and then you go into like ribbon 8 weeks of straight up 3 or 4 day football.
Just non-stop.
It's just non-stop. And then you go into a World Cup.
Yeah. And then there's a little break, and then we back out here with football. Like United played, I was still saying this yesterday, United played on a Sunday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sunday,
it's like
7 p.m.
When?
we've still got all the Champions League
19th
games.
against Everton at home.
Yeah.
The Sunday game. It's the same day you lot play City.
7 p.m.
It's 7
Yeah.
p.m. fam. Yeah.
It's
When
like,
did we play?
it's like the COVID days.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
COVID
You
days
lot
when we used to
play.
play like 4 games a day.
You play City 4:30 at your
Yeah.
place. I think the same day. Yeah, fam. I was looking at the fixture list.
But
and
you
I
know
was
the
like, it's
fixtures
crazy.
are. You know the fixtures are. It's going to be something. I think Lewis said it. Big up to
Yeah.
Lewis. Like January, I think we're going to play Liverpool and Man City twice in January.
That is crazy.
So it's like
That is nuts.
And that's not even FA Cup or Carling or Carabao Cup.
You could get him in FA Cup or Carabao Cup. Yeah, that could
Imagine if
happen.
you do. Hold on, I remember there was a period of time. What team was it? Was it Arsenal or Man United? One of the big teams. Yeah, they played each other like 5 times in that season. Was it Chelsea Liverpool? I think it might have been Chelsea Liverpool. You know.
Maybe. I know last season we played Spurs like 3 times in January.
Yeah.
No, there was
also-
there was that
That was
season, and then
League
there was a
and then
season
League
where I think it was Chelsea Liverpool. I feel correct me if I'm wrong, Winter. Yeah, I swear there was a season. Yeah, I might be wrong about this, but I swear there was a season. You obviously had your 2 games in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had your 2 game. You played them in the Champions League
Yeah.
quarters or
I
something
think we
like
played
that.
them in like a League Cup or something.
And didn't you play them in the FA Cup or the League Cup or
Maybe, yeah.
something?
Yeah, it was one of those. Yeah. So it was like,
Yeah, I was like, bro, they played
It was
each other
like
like
City.
5
It was
times
like-
in one season,
it was
bro.
like
That's like.
City. It's like City in like 2021. We played them like FA Cup semi-final, league game, and then the Champions League final.
Oh yeah, because you played him like 3 times. Yeah, it was in close proximity. I remember.
It's honestly, I just, you know what? Whoever finishes in the top 4 is going to earn it, because I don't know how many of the squads can be left standing. Seriously.
It's gonna be a battlefield. Just
You know what they need to
might
do,
be
bro?
playing-
You know what they
might be
actually
playing,
really need to do?
What?
And I'm being deadly serious. And I'm thinking about the actual players' welfare. They really need that next season, yeah. I feel like they need to start the league late.
Do you know what date the FA Cup final is this season?
Go on. I think I know this.
First Saturday in June.
That is wild, Joe.
So after my birthday, what the fuck?
And I think the Champions League final is after that. It's like
Yeah, I think it's like June
the week
was it-
after or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Like 20th or something like that.
Bro, do you know what they need? They really do need.
And it's probably
But
gonna be
they really,
internationals.
this World Cup they've done, yeah, they've really fucked everything up. You know,
Hmm? What do you
they've fucked everything up just for a bit of money, bro. Like they don't care about the fucking players. Well, do you know what's mad about it? I'm literally just clocking it now as we're speaking about it.
It's dawned on you.
Like, yeah, bro. Like these lot, bro. These players, yeah. Now, some players are gonna be called on, yeah. Now we're talking about the players that are very like they're not known to get injuries. They're very like your Xhaka's and that. He's not known to get an injury. I hate Philip saying that guy, but he's not known to get injuries. Just like with Saka, he's not really known to have too many injuries. Like unless of them players, yeah. There's not one team in the league where they have like basically a good 15 to 20 players that they can rely on, knowing that they won't be injured.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? There's no team in the league that's like that. But you could probably rely on max maybe 8-9 players.
But you also know that
Out of a squad of 23, well, I say 23 because of Arsenal, but from 23 to 30, whatever the squad, 25, whatever, yeah. So, yeah, but I'm talking about think about how many teams that actually have players off the books that they can just easily bring back in. Do you know what I mean? So
you also know that the players who don't go to the World Cup, either by their country not making it or
thank
they
God
don't get
Odegaard
picked,
ain't going.
are going to get picked, are going to get run into the ground from late December to January on. So we got Jorginho not going, right? So that means he's going to have a month off, which is fine. But from like just before, I think we get back. I think we play. I think Boxing Day might be the
Boxing
first
Day,
Premier
yeah,
League
Boxing
day
Day.
back.
I think
He's
it's
going to
Boxing
get
Day, yeah.
run. He's going to get run into the ground unless we buy another midfielder in January, which I hope we do. But
Yes,
all
sir.
those players that haven't gone to the World Cup, they're going to be used so much in the first 2 months of the year because you're probably going to get people that are going to come back injured. You're going to need some time off still, depending how far they make it in the tournament, or just not ready. Do you know what I mean? So
I just hope any Arsenal players in, I don't care what team they play for, and I hope all the national teams get knocked out.
Yeah.
No, this is what I'm praying that England
stages.
don't.
I don't care.
I'm literally praying that England doesn't make it
I
through
don't
the stages.
care.
Because the funny thing is
care,
here, imagine you have England.
Brazil doesn't make it into the last 16. I'm down for it, bro.
But imagine, bro, England make it to the final, and then the week after, they already have this league season starting already. So for me,
you had the FA Cup in January.
But they have to come home, spend time with their family on Christmas Day, and that's it. That's the only break they get because they'll be in training. They'll be in training. They'll come back. They'll probably have their day off, 1 or 2 days off when they come back from Qatar. Then they'll train for 1-2 days because they know they've got the Boxing Day game. They'll have they wouldn't even have a day off on Christmas Day. They'll have half a day off, and then they'll get called into training. Like a sort of late afternoon, evening session.
But it's not even training on Christmas Day as well. They'll probably have to travel.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even thinking about that. Like, but think about the teams that are I don't know the fixtures on the Boxing Day, but if there's a team like Bournemouth playing Newcastle, they're definitely gonna have to travel one. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know if they actually paid him, but I'm just using them because of how far they are, innit? Like, there will be teams that will have to travel on Christmas Day, because of where the away game is.
Yeah, because there's different times on Christmas Day and like 27th, 28th. They're like, we all know that some Boxing Day games will start at 12:30, 3, they'll finish at 5, so it'll be like that. But anyway, I want to hear Jez rant about content anyway.
Well, we're going to get to that in it. Before we do, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Let's share this. You know what I'm saying? We just had just over 50 of you lot in it just then. So let's bump that up, which is sick. Big up to everyone who continues to support the channel. You lot have started some of the better questions. We will get to them. Don't worry about it. Big up my guy JG in the cut. Yo, JG, why do I keep seeing you here? But when we bust you lot 3-1 at Old Trafford, man didn't hear from you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about with Arsenal.
This is where flawless. This is where the Arsenal agenda comes from.
Is like, I've not heard from JG in a minute. You know what I'm saying? In that, but now Saka scored, played well and assisted
another one.
But when we beat him 3-1, man didn't hear from man. Man had nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? In that, like, this is my point: is you can't just jump here. And JG's my guy. That's my done. Like, you can't just jump in here when you winning. That's my problem. Is too many people do that. I do that on purpose. You're here win, lose or draw though, because we have a.
Oh no. I don't mean for the. I don't. But I'm saying like.
Yeah, in the.
I do it on purpose, especially not. Do you know what? You not clock. I feel like I'm the one that brings. Well, not every single time, but I feel like I'm the one that brings the people. When United are losing and you're doing a live stream, because I'll suddenly jump on, the live stream will be on like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 people. I'll jump on like, look at your team, shit, rah, and all that. Yeah, next thing you know, comment section going nuts.
Of course, that's why the biggest.
And then you're like, but you're only here because we're losing,
yeah. That's why I turn off the comments during watch-alongs, because the biggest watch-along we've done this season, United Brentford. That's the biggest numbers. Second biggest, Chelsea Salzburg. There's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, I understand.
When I hosted the Southampton game, nothing over 1-0 up.
Yes,
nothing 1 up. Me and Ahmed sitting there just talking to each other.
You know what? Yeah, flawless. Give me one couple. I'll try and do a couple watch-alongs this year. Yeah. Like for Arsenal, innit? I'll try to do a couple watch-alongs for the Arsenal, innit?
Come.
Watch me do the watch-alongs, where Arsenal are fucking losing, bruv.
Oh, yeah. People are going to be here to troll, fam.
I'm going to be like, I'm turning comment section off, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't blame you. I would do the same. I do the same thing.
Bro, even if you want to, give me the, what's it called? Super chat. I don't care.
Yeah, because then you get
I don't care.
Steph and Lewis dropping 179 super chats, and I'm like, I'm ignoring any 197. I just said no Chelsea fans. I said no Chelsea fans.
You see me, man, drops a £5 super chat, yeah. And then I saw 2 minutes later, Lewis drops a £1 because I clocked it. I think that was the Brentford game,
Probably
was. You just said you was like, I'm not reading nothing out unless it's a super chat. So I was like, all right, cool. I got a fiver to spare. I said what I said in the comments, but put it as a super chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
you read it out, and then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, Lewis, big up Lewis, Mr. 179.
Yeah, man, Mr. 179 himself, comedians. Like I said, I've started some of the better questions, so I get to it. Don't worry. Big up Shane in the cut as well. Shane, don't worry about being here late. You're here now, innit? So we'll go on to, you know what I'm saying, the international flag switcher, the club badge switcher, Conte Hive, Jez in the building. Yes, Jez, what you saying?
Mr. Conte in himself,
Come to Hive, you know. Hey,
the head of the hive himself.
This guy, I know.
Sunstand.
Anyways, obviously, our season so far. I mean, we only lost one game. That's the positive. Like, we lost only one game, and it's only the Champions League, undefeated in the league. So, what's there to be worried about, man? On the weekend against Arsenal, hey, man, I should be optimistic when we can beat Arsenal because we didn't lose any game in the league. So, come on, you Spurs and that. Nah, joking. Nah, this season's been long, man.
Yeah, so far, I said it's been.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking, hold on, why is he praising his team? Doesn't he? He like normally the one saying, "Fuck these guys, man."
Oh, the man, what's it called? So just go on, just carry on. It's only been 7 games. That's a funny shit.
It's a long season already. I'm like, oh my days, like when I talk about this team, I'm like struggling, and I'm like seeing debates. And see, the funny thing is here, all these things that I've been saying a couple of weeks earlier before people were saying that I'm like crazy for saying all that other thing. Now I'm starting to see more Spurs fans actually saying that as well. And it's funny because like I said, all this shit is just happening. It's just all shit. It's all just stuff that I could have predicted you just because of previous experience with Jose. And like for me, it's like this what is happening right now, it's nothing new to me. Like we're having this little cute run right now where we're winning games, we're not conceding or all that, but eventually, especially we usually talk about the runs that coming up in October. If we don't survive this run, it could be sticky for us. It could be very sticky for us, like especially for finishing in the top 4 again, and even just in general how this team looks like after the run. Because, like I said, I told you already, but I said this already. I hope that Kane gets injured and doesn't go to the World Cup. I don't want this guy because the thing is here, I can see as much as I spoke about shit about England, I know they're making it through the group stages, and the thing is, bro, I just know Southgate is going to play him 90 minutes every single game. He's not going to take him off. And obviously, report came out the other day that Kane actually hired someone to help him with his ankle injuries that he usually, or hamstring injury that he usually gets through all the season. And you can say even from last season, you can see that he didn't really get injured last season. But then again, you can argue that half a season he didn't even play football, in my opinion. He was just out there, just being around, just running around, doing nothing.
Facts. He fell off.
So for me, it's like, know that you're on point from the beginning of the season. You have a World Cup. This October run is coming up where there's so many games where like you're very heavily relied on. And let's be honest, you haven't been rotated. We bought Richarlison to be like a Conte wanted a forward that can play across the front three, but the only one that hasn't been rotated this season so far was Kane, which I understand he's the best attacker that we have at the club. You can say best player at the club as well, but even the best player eventually needs some rest because my worry is that he's going to get injured during this run. If he does get injured, we are fucked. Because like you guys say like 1, 2, 3 2 to 3 injuries and teams could be fucked. If Kane gets injured, we are totally fucked. That's just one injury right there. Like if Son gets for example injured, yes, it's a big injury, but we can get away with it in my opinion because it's not like he's playing well anyway right now, and we still getting the results. So one thing I do give Conte is that what if this team is starting to perform actually well? Can this team also play more convincingly, win those games convincingly as well? But for me, just as of right now, the season, there's nothing really that's convinced me that we even finish in the top 4, in my opinion. Frankfurt also is coming up next week after Arsenal. If you can't beat Frankfurt, then the alarm bells need to start ringing, bro. Because I've been watching Frankfurt this season, and then they have not convinced me one bit. I said we need to beat them because they're in our next 2 Champions League games as well. If you can't beat them home and away, I'm concerned because then I just feel like we're not making it out of the group then. And I talked to you already, bro, that regardless of how I feel about Conte, he needs to get us through this group because
Facts.
I believe we have the quality to get through this group. I believe so.
Yeah, I hear that. You are playing Frankfurt back to back. Obviously, the Sporting game is disappointing for you lot in terms of that result, but I don't think your season really, minus the Sporting game, could have really went too much better in terms of results. Yeah, the
In
football
terms
was
of
bad,
results,
but you
yeah.
know, it's Conte.
See, but
I mean, they could have beat Chelsea, but you know.
Nah, Chelsea bossed them. They were lucky to get a point.
Exactly. So I think
Chelsea
you can't really
bossed them.
say so. And it's just for me, it's just like it's the way he sets up. Like I said this already. I called it from the beginning of the even start. I said he needs to switch it to a 3 in the midfield because we don't have two midfielders that you can say these are the two best midfielders in the league, or that at least in the top 5 for midfielders in the league. If you say Bentancur and Højbjerg, they're good players in my opinion. Like, I don't think they're as bad as people say they are, but they're not at the levels where like these two alone can boss City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, etc. These guys are going to be struggling to boss Brighton, in my opinion, because I remember how Bissouma was bossing himself was bossing them two by himself, bro. So for me, I always said you had to switch it to a 3-5-2. Eventually, actually, against Leicester, we started playing better. Then Bissouma came on to make the third midfielder and have the stability in midfield. But now we have the issue is we don't have the profile of midfield to be playing progressive football in that midfield. It helps us stability. Through the short term, it will help us. But in the long term, we cannot play a midfield of Bentancur, Højbjerg, and Bissouma. I just think the profiles are there. Bissouma is okay, but then with Højbjerg and Bentancur, I think the profiles of them two right there aren't the right profiles. That they're first of all not the right profile, and they're also not at the level required that we need at least.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like we kind of fucked, and we have to pray. We just my hope is that we can just make it through to the World Cup, and then in January we have to spend. If we don't spend in January, I'll be honest, I don't see us facing 6th.
You don't see you facing what? Say that again.
I said that I don't see us finishing 6th.
Nah, you're finishing the top 6.
No, I don't see us. If you don't buy somebody in January, I don't see it.
Who do you think finishes above you outside of the 5 in the big 6? Who's the other team? I don't think there's anybody good enough to capitalize.
The thing is, it
Maybe Newcastle. If Eddie Howe gets that team working.
I think Newcastle they only won 2 matches.
Yeah, Newcastle.
No, I'm saying if they get that team working, that's why I said that.
Right.
See, because the thing is here, the issue is here if these players. My issue is the players because I feel like eventually it's just gonna be like, yo, we're not winning games. The football is shit, and then I see this happening where like these guys are just gonna be like, fuck this shit, I'm out, man. Like, and they're not gonna be with the manager. Okay, maybe we can finish 6th, but then again, like finishing 4th, going back to finishing 6th, it's not convincing. And like I said, like these guys wanna win trophies. These guys wanna have this feeling of winning, and with Conte, they're hoping to get so. But if the signs, I think there needs to be signs of you need to be convincing these guys like, yo, we can do something here. But as of now, I don't know if these guys really feel like they can be winning something this year. After these 7-8 games that I've saw, it's hard for me to believe we're gonna win something this year. It's hard.
And your manager, and I've got experience of this. Your manager does not like to rotate.
This is the thing, because
and he doesn't like. He's not. I know he's shown it a couple of times, but he doesn't like to really stray from the 3-4-3 as well.
No, he only used to play this 3-5-2.
Yeah,
at Inter.
Yeah,
and this wasn't, but he wasn't massively playing that often. No. Like he had to switch it up because Eriksen was getting it, came to the team, and obviously he started performing well at some point after the AC Milan game. But before that, he was just continuing playing the 3-4-3. So, and like I said, man, like,
but he is going to have to. He is going to have to rotate though.
Yeah, he has to.
You have to. You can't play because Kane's played 90 minutes in the international. He's going into a North London derby. then he's going into an important Champions League doubleheader. It's like you're going to have to rotate because they're going to. I bet you some of these players are already in that dreaded red zone they talk about for like you know
Injuries.
what I mean, the injuries and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Potential injuries they could pick up. Yeah, it makes them more prone.
I definitely know. I definitely know.
Very, very likes to do that. And very likes to make change. He doesn't really like to make a lot of changes at all. One or two.
I know for a fact that Højbjerg is already definitely carrying some sort of injury. I know Bentancur is carrying some sort of injury already. So our two midfield that you rely on week in, week out, in my opinion, already seem to have injuries already. Because I know Conte is the type of manager who, regardless, even if they're in the red zone, he will still continue playing them because he relies on these guys.
And you've already let go of Harry Winks as well. He can't come in and save you.
Nah, he can't. You know? And not that I think he would have helped anything anyways, but it's just because we have already Oliver Skip, who was out for like literally from last year. Sometimes I think he's just a myth, bro, because this guy, I can't remember the last time this guy played for us, like, because of his injuries. So he's not really getting involved. But Suma, he's saying the reason why he's not playing is because he doesn't understand the tactics yet. And for me, it's like, fair enough, but then why is he not playing to understand it a little bit faster? Because he needs to get integrated faster now. And in my opinion, he's our best midfielder. But I can understand that he's not just performing well because he's trying to get the system. But at the same time, I'm a believer that you have to play certain players in order for them to get it faster, instead of just only training. But it's a very shit situation because, like I said, our summer apparently we improved the squad depth. Cool. In my opinion, you improve the squad depth by buying starters and then put these starters that we had last season into the bench. But now apparently that doesn't work like that. They need to stay in the starting 11 because of chemistry and some morale and shit. But okay, fair enough. We bought squad players. Obviously, Richarlison is one of them. Perisic is rotating between him and Sessegnon. We didn't buy anything. We bought Jet Spence, who's apparently too young. He's only a year younger than Emerson, but let's forget that. Who else did we bought? Langley. To be honest, I wasn't mad at the Langley signing. People are saying, "Oh, he was shit at Barcelona. He hasn't played well for how many years?" But I've said like Barcelona also, as the team, hasn't played well in my opinion. But I can say maybe let me actually believe in him and give him some faith. And to be honest, since he came in and has in the games that he has played, I haven't really been angry at him. But he's also not the type of profile that we need in the centre back position, especially left side of centre back, because we need somebody that's comfortable trying to carry the ball out from the back and that's position. And he's a good passer off the ball, but he's not very comfortable carrying the ball from that position. Eric Dyer, he's steady. I don't really have a complaint with him. Romero, obviously no complaint with him. Luis, I said he had a bit of a drop off this season as well, but he's still performing at a very good level where we can say for this season we can go through with it, but for next season, obviously since his contract is running out, we need to start looking for a replacement. Because the plan was supposed to be that we get Mognon, obviously the AC Milan keeper.
You linked with Magnon?
Yeah, we was linked with him last summer and trying to get him in as a backup so he can be the starter for this season, but he didn't want to be a backup to Luis, so he went to AC. So we need to get a replacement in next summer. This is all I can say. And then right wing back, Jesus heaven. We have a wing. Jesus, man. That's why I hate stats, because based on stats, number 12 looks like a fantastic fullback. Based on stats, forget the attacking stats, defensive stats. He looks like he's world class. But then when you just look him in the eye test, he's man, like sometimes the way he gets beaten is just so silly. It's just ridiculous. Like he embarrasses. He just boys like, yo, Eddie earlier roasted me. Eddie roasted me earlier about having Emerson in my team. I said, yo, who's Emerson? I don't know this guy. His name is number 12. It's number 12. Because 12. Don't get it twisted. Like this guy has a good attitude in terms of like he works hard, he tries, and you can see he wants to be good. But the issue is he's not suited for that role. He's a wing back He's a wing back that cannot attack.
Well, that's
What's
true.
we're not playing a fullback. We're not playing a fullback. We're playing a wing back that cannot attack. So, what's the point of you playing wing back that you cannot progress the ball forward? If you play fullback, understandable. If you're sitting back, understandable. But you're a wing back fast and you cannot attack. And Conte continues to keep picking him because Doherty, in my opinion, he says he's fit. In my opinion, he's still struggling to recover from the injury that he had from last season. And Spence, what should I say, man? Like he doesn't want him. He doesn't want him. He said, obviously it wasn't his signing, it was a club signing. But which I understand. He literally said that. This is what he said. It was a club signing.
They asked him. But they said, "Well, he's for
fucking hair's getting on my nerves, bro."
Sorry, man. You look good, fam.
Exactly. He was for the future.
He's for Tottenham's future. That's what he said.
Exactly. And which I don't even have an issue with because considering our homegrown issue as well, I can see what the club did it. But then you as the manager, you should be demanding. If you don't see him being a part of your plans, buy him and loan him somewhere out and get another right wing back. They can come in and start immediately. But you didn't do that. You said, but he's a club signing, but I'm cool with the signing because I can see the potential. Because again, when you look at the type of Conte player he is, I can see why Conte would like to see him working out with him because he's tall, strong, physical, has dribbling ability, and he likes going forward, and he's fast as well. So I can see he has the traits to be a Conte wingback, but he needs to win the trust and the tactical awareness to be playing first and foremost in the system. So I can understand that Conte doesn't want to play him, but then, bro, we cannot go the season continuing playing Emerson, bro. How long? We just can't do that. So I'm looking at I'm not saying I know like people that want to go at Emerson to saying he's a shit player, but we already know what he is. It's like saying Luke Shaw. It's like saying Luke Shaw is not a good player footballer. Yeah, we know he's a good footballer, but who continues playing him? It's the manager. And for me, the manager either should get a replacement in, or you should have had a plan with Spence and saying, you know what, we're gonna try and get you integrated into the team. Play him. Put him out there and play and see how it works out. If it doesn't work out, then fair enough. Then play Emerson and wait till January to get another right wing back. But this should have been already sorted before this season started, and we didn't do this. Now we're stuck with Emerson until the end of this October run, and then have to wait till January. Left wing back, I don't really have an issue with because we got Perisic and Sessio, and obviously we bought this kid from Udinese, Udogie. Which I think I can see why Conte likes him because I've been actually watching the Udinese games this season, and he's for me really promising. He can definitely play fullback in my opinion, even if Conte won't be here. For me, he will be fine in my opinion. And then like other than this, who else did we bought? Foster to be Luis' backup.
Wait.
Yo,
when the fuck did you get that hat?
Well, this was time ago. This is
like time ago. He had a long time.
I've been asking.
You know what? I forgot to bring it. You ain't gonna lie. I forgot about
I've been asking for 2 blood clot years. Yeah.
I got you in it. I've actually got stuff here. I forgot to bring it Carnival. Next time we link up, 100%. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my heart. I saw that hat go on. My heart just went good.
That's a part of a deal though, because them man helped me get a DraftKings sponsor. That's where that's from.
Hey, my heart went good.
That's why.
Hey, I'm playing.
Hey, DraftKings, if you're watching, give me. I need another
just
deal.
Like Conte, he's got his favourites.
Give me another deal. Hey, if you think
well, I can see now. Anyway, I can definitely see that now.
Yeah, Cam. You think of our favourites, one of them will be Surfer. Go on, man. You know what I'm saying?
100% is Surfer.
No, it's really. This guy gives me as much.
Definitely not me, bro. It's definitely not me.
Yeah, because you two give me shit. That's why. You know what I'm saying? You all do. You know what I'm saying? None of you lot are my favourites because you all give me shit. Let United be in the mud and that. You might be talking. He was giving me shit about the scoreboard on the watch along. He was giving me shit. Go back and watch it.
You should update the scoreboard. We should have to tell you.
No.
It
wasn't. Again. It wasn't what you were saying. It's how you were saying it. That's what I didn't like. You know what I'm saying?
You're using a bar that gets said to you a lot. Yeah, you're using it against
the sarcasm because his was clear. I'm just being honest, being a mediator when I say most things. His was full of sarcasm after the chat I'd already told you. know what I'm saying? And that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, what?
sure.
You forgot to
Hang
change
on,
it.
hang on,
But
hang on.
whose fault is
Hang
that
on.
then?
Hang on, the creator of Sarcasm City is upset that someone's using sarcasm. I mean,
Sarcasm.
Hey,
Yeah,
ain't no
yeah.
fun when
Well,
the
the
rabbits got the
irony.
biscuit.
The
That's right.
irony.
the
Yeah,
irony,
man,
yeah.
it's not
Irony.
nice.
The
You know what I'm
irony
saying?
on that
Where's
one.
Anthony Joshua in it? I don't know what's going on right now. But it's not nice at the end
Sign
of the
that
day.
contract.
Listen, I'm Anthony Joshua. I don't know
Joshua
what's
in it.
going on
Going
right
on
now.
right now, but it's not nice at the
How
end
did
of
you
the
It's
day.
not nice.
How did you win? I'm better than you.
Oh, that's a classic.
I
bro.
was
That man's
shocked about
classic.
Tyson Fury, but anyway, yeah.
All right, go on, Jess. Carry on, man.
No, I've been pretty much just got there. Like you when you really listen to the squad burn that happened through the summer, only Richarlison, Longley, and who was Bissouma are the only three that I can say can actually help this team out. And one of them is not even really playing right now because he doesn't understand the tactics. So the other guys are just there. I'm just hating. This is pretty much what's happening with them. And one is went back.
I'm confused by that statement when he says,
Go on.
but not Jess, but when Conte says Basuma doesn't understand the tactics. What superior tactics doesn't he have? Because I'm sure he could do the same job he did for Brighton that he did for Spurs. If he was playing with Højbjerg would be sitting.
I think Black
Yeah.
Diamond said it in the chat
ball.
when he spoke about Basuma likes to like press and get forward at times.
Yeah.
Conte
Yeah.
don't want that from his midfielders. Obviously, I've not watched Conte ball in depth, but I'm guessing he probably likes his two midfielders in the pivot to sit.
He does
He's
like
not trying to see him go forward.
No, but the thing is though, in our midfield, Højbjerg, he doesn't really sit for us. He's actually the more advanced one. He's he's getting actually to the final third. And one thing I said with Højbjerg, last season I was criticizing him a lot, but this season I can say I'm seeing improvements in him because he's actually getting a lot more involved in the final third, you know. So I don't even say he's sitting, to be honest, but I do. So that's what I said. The team working on building on the team this summer. I think there was a lot of things wrong with it. First and foremost, the fact that we didn't try to sign starters was the main issue. That you're trying to buy squad players, which I understand because again we have a tough run coming up. But then, in my opinion, if you make the starters that we had last season squad players, I think this would be more reliant than just buying players that can be squad players. And let's be honest, like for me, it was foolish that you thought, Bastoni is going to come to us this summer. And just because you couldn't get him this summer, you know what? Fuck it. We're going in for him next summer. Because it's really the guy I want. But you know that guy doesn't really want to come. So you want to go again next summer praying that he's coming. So, in my opinion, he's not going to come. And funny enough, Conte is not even going to be here next summer. Unless the club extends the option. So for me, it's like, it's just, again, stupid planning for Tottenham. Because as much as I say, back Conte, I say it's only back him only 80-70% because this guy's not here long term. Unless this guy is here committed for me long term, okay, back him then. But if he's not committed long term, don't back him fully. Because there should be also a plan for the team for the next man to come in. Because like I said, if Conte doesn't understand he wants Bastoni, but we need a left-sided centre back anyways, regardless if it's going to be a 3 at the back or 4 at the back. We need somebody there anyways, because when a new manager, let's say Conte leaves next summer, and we get a manager that prefers to play 4 at the back, where Dyer cannot play anymore. Davis can't play anymore.
Dyer can't play anymore.
He can't play in the 4. Dyer cannot play in the 4.
Facts,
Davis cannot play in the 4. So only centre back then at the club that can comfortably play in the 4 is Romero then.
Right. But Dyer can't go back into midfield, man. Can't Dyer go back into midfield?
Stop this, man. Stop this.
What do you mean, man? He's a 6 by trade. What do you mean? Stop
Pivot
this.
of Dyer and Højbjerg.
Dyer and Højbjerg.
Are you killing me, bro? Do you want me to die? Like you see how obviously I'm pleading when I watch us play football. I'm generally gonna die when I see that happen.
Well, it might be under the progressive manager with an attacking philosophy. So
come on.
What if Poch comes back? You know, return of Poch.
I'm getting a heart attack. Bro, when he comes back. I said this already. Never go back to your ex, bro.
Hey, no,
same shit.
But he's different. Poch. He's won a few things now.
Hey, I don't like the sarcasm in that, but he has won the league on. He has won the Coupe de France, innit?
Why don't you tell me how to speak?
Yeah. Because all of a
No,
sudden
do you know what it is?
all of
No,
a
no,
sudden,
no,
wait.
no, no.
All of
Do you
a
know what it
sudden,
is?
you rate Poch and you rate the French league and the Coupe de France that you shitted on for the past few months.
Having a nice discussion. I don't understand why. I don't understand this at all. I feel like I'm being attacked.
I don't understand it. I know. Do you know what I mean? It's flawless, man. It's flawless in its assumptions, bro.
On to attack them.
It's flawless in it. It's flawless in its assumptions, bro. That's what it is.
It's terrible, isn't it? You can't say anything.
Guy said it's a different Poch. You know what I'm saying? He's won stuff, blah blah blah.
What?
I mean, he's not wrong.
I said a factual comment. It was a factual.
I thought Poch was your guy, flawless.
Nah, that's why I'm here defending him. Poch is my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here defending him.
He's won a few things.
Yeah. Now he's changed. He's won a few things you don't rate. But go on, carry on, Jess.
Oh man,
I feel besmirched. That's what I feel right now.
Are you William Regal?
Besmirched, you know.
I don't
Man said besmirched.
I don't even know what the word means.
Oh my days! How old are you? In a fucking 78 years old? I said besmirched, you know.
I ain't heard that since William Regal said that.
Just.
What's it called, Jez?
Great point. 1 point.
Yeah, you know. Eric,
that's why I said. That's why I said the age. Oh, how old are you, bro?
I can't wait until I'm 70. I'll do what
man's in his 70s, man. Man said besmirched with William Regal and that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Shane, I disagree with this. I am definitely far from a wind-up merchant, but
you are far from not a wind up. You are very close to this.
The way you say you have the smilest smile on your face, man.
Yeah, you look at your smile on your face, bro.
Look at the
smile on the face of me.
I'm always attacked.
Oh yeah. I forgot. On that Chelsea Salzburg stream. I'm praying for a Salzburg dagger. I'm praying for it right now. All stream. Yeah. I'm praying for...
I asked for that.
Yeah,
you know why that was? That's for the benefit of the channel, because I know if that happens, not only is that watch along going to do great, that Q&A following is also going to do great.
Yeah, sure. You did.
And that's what happened.
For the channel, yeah.
Go for the channel.
How valiant of you. How noble of you.
He does it for his own. No. Do you know what he does? You know what it is when what he does is he does it for his. He says he does it for his channel, yeah. But really, what it really is, yeah, he does it for his own entertainment.
Yeah.
And then he uses the channel as an excuse.
Yeah.
You know,
he thought he was slick.
I do every.
Yeah, this guy thinks he's slick, bruv. This guy thinks he's Slick Rick, bruv. I swear down, bruv.
Everything's for the channel. I do everything.
Yeah, everything I do. When I'm laughing in your face, it's for the channel. It's for the channel.
Yeah.
This is outrageous, you know, this character.
It's not outrageous, though.
This is outrageous.
Do you know what's funny, Flawless? It was only last week I was defending you. I was like, no, what do you mean? Leave him alone. Leave Flawless alone.
The bandwagon, yo. This is wild, yo. But yeah, Jez, this all started because you were talking about Eric Dyer if the new manager plays the back four's finished.
Bro, all I'm saying is, if I see Eric Dyer in midfield again, Lord help us, man. Like,
I think he's a good midfielder.
I don't think he is, but let's move. But,
I think he is.
Oh my god!
You see all these issues here, and obviously,
he shits himself in midfield, doesn't he?
I don't even know what he is, but.
Didn't he? Wasn't it Dyer the one that had to run off and go for a shit in the middle?
Yeah, it was Eric Dyer.
It was him, bro. Yeah. I don't even know which game it was, but anyways, now
man, legit run off the pitch to have a shit, fam. Like
Gary Lineker would have done it on the pitch.
Yeah, when you go,
do you know what I mean, bro?
Should have done the Paula Radcliffe, but here we are.
Hey, man, you do what you do to get a result, man. But anyways, but you see all these issues, and then people ask me why I hate content. So you see all these issues here when people say, "Why do you hate content?" I think he created a lot of these issues that he could have fixed in the summer if he was actually more ambitious and trying to put pressure on the board to actually give him the money if you really needed the money, and even certain things that you didn't want to be fixed and wanted to wait till next summer. You know that this team's not good enough to do another season with all these improvements. So I'm looking at him just very funny. Obviously, when I go into the Mr. Loan before option to buy, man, at the DOF spot, like I said, man, I told you, man, this guy is holding back my club. This guy is signing all these youngsters here. They don't have no plan. And then, like, oh my God, when I speak on this guy,
dude, get off your chest, man.
I hate him more than Conte. I hate him more than Conte.
I said Mr. Loan option, no obligation to buy.
I'm trying to teach you that bum, fam. All these people trying to say, oh yeah, he's the reason why Conte's at your club. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He bought me Emerson. He bought me Brian Gill, in my opinion, who doesn't see. I don't see the thing with Brian Gill this year. Obviously, he's been totally a flop, yeah. But this guy doesn't even get the chance to play to prove himself. He's a young player. Should young players be allowed to prove themselves? So he's been a flop.
I thought I was stressed. Fuck me, bro. Like.
Yeah,
you made me feel like my stresses are nothing.
Yeah, man,
bro.
that's what we're here for Sarcasm City, man, to let people vent and get things off their chest. Carry on.
Who other bums did he buy from? Fucking hell, bro! Like
you're stressed.
The only signing.
Jez, do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
I think today's the day you need to start.
I'm
a faithful Christian, but
there we go, man.
What
do you mean, man? I was talking about vapes, bro. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean? Like, what you can't? What you don't do? You don't do? You can't? What you can't do? A little what's it called? Shisha, nah. That's nothing harmless. That's harmless, bro.
Hey, he's a faithful Christian, but splits his countries and clubs. You gotta love it. You know
hey, don't put. Hey, shh.
Go on, Jess, carry on.
All I gotta say is, man, the only signings that I approve of him actually doing well is Romero, and even that one, because I remember the tweets. Because this from PC, I remember he tweeted about it. Either if Romero wasn't gonna happen, guess what the plan B was? Guess what the fucking plan B was? Either we're gonna sign Romero for 55 million euros, or we're gonna go and use the plan B and use all that money on Zuma, Vestergaard, and Anderson. Are you kidding me? This guy.
What, you're gonna sign all three or one of those three? One of those three.
All those three, man. All those three for 55 million.
Zuma,
Vestergaard, and Anderson from Crystal Palace. This was his plan. This was his plan B. And I'll be real, bro. I pray to heaven I pray every day when I pray. Every day when I pray, I always thank him. I thank God for Partigi getting the plan A. Because if he had plan B, I don't know where we would be right now. Zuma, Vestergaard. Are you kidding me? So
just like plan B himself.
So for me, and even you can say but he got you Bentancur and Kulusevski, Vishal Case, cool. But then again, you got extremely lucky that Allegri didn't want them. Because he wasn't even using them as squad players. He's like, yo, you can go in there. And Juventus went happy with him. So for me, I say this was an opportunity that he was, you know what, fuck it, I go and get them because I signed them. So I'm not gonna give him credit because I said this already. Juventus is stupid for letting those two go. So I'm not gonna give Partigi credit for this. I don't. I'm sorry. And then this summer, like, you just go and get the players that Conte said, okay, cool, fine. But you didn't really try, didn't do anything else. So for me, like, you're buying, again, youngsters who I don't see a plan coming into. Like, I don't know what you do, bro. What are you here for? You're supposed to be the director of football. And your only players that you get players from is from the Serie A, bro. So what? Is this like a pizzeria now? Like,
it's a pizzeria.
Like, what is this like?
By the way, if anyone's tuning in, right, and you're thinking who this guy supports, right? Spurs, yeah. They've only lost one game. They got 17 points in the Premier League, which they're joint second with Man City, yeah. And this guy's going on like they spent.
They're in a relegation battle.
And they got no points, and they've lost all their Champions League games.
There's nothing that convinces me. This is all a false image, bro. It's a false image. It's a false image because I've seen this shit happen before. I saw Joseph being top of the league till December. Not till December.
That's this is a pizzeria, you know.
Bro, I'm sorry, but I saw this shit happen with Joseph. I saw this with Joseph all over again.
You're hilarious.
I remember the season. Bro, we had a season where we were top of the league, and people were saying, "Oh shit, Tottenham can win the league." And the next thing I know is we lose to Dynamo Zagreb, who didn't have a manager, who was in prison. This was the same season, bro. I saw this shit happening. It was the same. I would understand if it's a different season. It was the same season where they told us I can win the league. So you see where I'm going with. It's just the same shit. It's the same thing. People taught me.
Things
People
are
gonna taught me
different,
we're gonna finish. We're gonna win the league. City's not. We're gonna all of the sudden, yeah, dethrone City. Gonna be on top of Chelsea. We're gonna be on top of Liverpool, and we're just gonna go and just wipe the league. And even I see some people say, yeah, maybe with the lack of the draw, you're gonna win the Champions. What the fuck you mean Champions League? I'm just praying to get at this moment in time. I'm praying to get all the group stages with Frankfurt, Sporting, and Marseille. Are you kidding me? Not PSG, not Bayern, not Inter. It's Frankfurt, Sporting, Lisbon, and Marseille.
Judges
I-
stressed,
and I
bro.
should be happy with what I'm seeing right now.
I said it's a false image.
It's
It's a false image. Man said it's a catfish, bro. Man said it's a catfish, bro.
Flawless, you don't understand, bro. We were in the trenches against Nottingham Forest this season.
You were as well.
15
they have like
they had like 15 shots. They had more possession than us. They had more shots. Bro. And people say, yeah, but we und XG conceded. We're like third on the table, so we barely concede. What the fuck? But yeah, of course, because we defend as a unit for like 90 minutes, and then we just scam and win. We literally do what this Chelsea game, yeah, what we had. This is what we do to every team other than Southampton, bro. We're sitting back here, we conceding hella shots, and then we scam a goal from a corner. We're the biggest scammers in the league, bro. I don't know if Tottenham was born. I don't know if this team was founded in Nigeria because we hella scammers, bro. We scams, bro. Because I don't because this team is a false image.
Nigerians, we are scammers.
This scammers, bro. Because I don't see anything good in this team. And people will tell me, yeah, but you're maybe going to win a
They're a
trophy.
catfish team, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Maybe.
I've been saying it for the longest, bro. I've been saying it since Harry Redknapp days, bro. They're legit a catfish team, fam.
Bro, we have a beautiful scam. You see, we are scammers, bro. Because you know we are Nigerian scammers, bro. We are, bro. Because you know why? We got the beautiful stadium. We got the beautiful training ground, but then when you get into this team and you see the coaching and the way we play football, you're like, yo, you're just that thing from in the club, bro. and you see why I cannot be happy about this team. You see why I'm not ever happy about Tottenham, bro, because I can't be happy. Because eventually I know I will get disappointed. I'm tired of getting disappointed. So you know what? I'm just gonna be negative. I don't care if people call me negative. Until you give me reasons to be positive, I'm not gonna be happy about this team.
Nah, I hear you, man. I was just saying, as funny as it is, I like your points are valid. It's funny, but your points are valid. I understand why you're not excited. I'm saying if my team was in the trenches versus Nottingham Forest and gave up them possession and conceded 15 shots, where was it at? Was it at your ground or was it in Forest?
It was at Forest, bro. I don't give a fuck, though. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It was at Forest, bro. This game could have been San Marino, and I don't give a fuck.
Fairs.
I don't give a fuck. Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, that's
a bunch of Premier League rejects in the team, bro.
They are Championship Premier League. They are Championship ballers, pretty much, to be honest.
And I should be happy about like West Ham, who had a terrible season. They should have beat us, bro. The last chance that they had, like in the late minutes, they should have beaten us. And it's like, oh my god, like these games are so hard to watch. Like, you know, the Steve A. Smith meme, like it's so hard to watch.
I can't even lie, Jez, yeah. Do you know how I know I can back this guy up? So in the pub I work at, yeah, quite a few of the older Spurs lot, you know the old geezers, geezers in their 40s and 50s, geezers, fucking geezers, mate. Yeah. There's a few that come in now, Spurs fans, isn't it? And they come in even after Tottenham win. They'll be pissed off like fucking. I don't even know why I went there watching shit.
Yeah,
we were lucky to get away, bruv. Jez is stressed, but fam, you should see some of the bruv. I understand it, bruv. You should come to my pub one day, fam.
All I'm saying
come to my pub one day. Meet the other ones, other lot. Yeah, you can all have a therapy session, bruv.
No, because the thing is here, when I'm on Twitter tweeting all these stuff here, people saying like, yo, but why are you so negative, bro? Like, we'll be playing well, we getting over results and stuff. But like, bro, don't you see the bigger picture? The bigger picture is to be shit. And there's no reasons to be. For me, there's no reasons why. See, with United, since Ten Hag coming, other than those 2 games here, since those first 2 games, the reason why I said United going to beat Arsenal is because I saw something. Like this game that's coming up in the week against Arsenal, there's nothing that I'm convinced of that we can. There's nothing that I can be convinced of. I wanted to Arsenal or getting a result at least. There's nothing.
I wanted to. Do you think it? I think everyone's. I think a lot of people do feel like you do. A lot of Spurs fans, but they're being quiet because you're generally winning. Do you think though, because your record at the Emirates is not good? I think it's not good at all, right? I think it's 1 win. There's 1 win in like 15 years or something like that. Do you think though? Do you think more will come out against Conte if Arsenal spank you?
100%. You know how it goes from like when you when you lose to your rivals, regardless of who the manager is. If you lose to your rivals, and it's a big sparking, there's always going to be an outrage and people are going to be mad because it's just your rivals. You don't want to lose to them. You can lose to them, but it's also a way of how you lose to them. If you lose to them like 3-4-0 or 4-1, of course you're going to be outrageous. If you go into that Emirates game and you tell me against an inform, even if we lose, but you show me like, okay, even if we lose, the next game's going on for us. If you can continue playing like this, we can be fine and comfortable. Okay, fair enough. Maybe like I give you the loss against Arsenal, but I can see like, okay, something's going on. But for me, the issue is I don't see anything how this team will be fine against Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal can spank us the first half, and then we can get like a goal in the second half because Arsenal love going up in the first half and then kind of go what's the right word? They love to be not focused after being up by like 2 goals, 3 goals, and I can see us then getting maybe a goal. But other than just Arsenal fully focused throughout the whole game, I'm struggling to see us even getting a goal against them. This whole bad it is.
No, fair enough. So that's Jez's thoughts on Spurs' season so far, people. Make sure.
By the way, that's Jez's thoughts on Spurs' season, who are undefeated in the league so far.
By the way, if you want to see the director's cut, there's about 2 or 3 weeks ago where he went on for about 50 minutes. This was a very shortened one. About half an hour, 35 minutes, something like that.
This is a cut down version. This is an edited version. So what he did was a couple of weeks ago was he did a full hour episode, but then what basically happened was CBS and all their man said, "Nah, we have to cut it down to 30 minutes per episode." So that's what he's just done.
If Arsenal slap, what's it called? The Spurs and that Jez's reaction.
Just let it go, man. Just let it
go.
Yeah.
That Q&A.
Look, I won't even come on. I won't even come on. I'll just be in the comments and letting him.
I'll be real. If Arsenal slap us, I'm gonna be calm because you know what? Because I'm expecting this, bro.
All right, what I think you'll do is you'll talk about the other Spurs fans who were expecting more. I think that's what you're talking about.
I'll be go after our fan base because the nonsense that I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone tweeted something about how after one game that Son came off the bench, all of a sudden Son is on form now, and how we gonna beat Arsenal? Okay, I'm gonna be close. There's certain players, obviously, contest as a manager, I'm watching you very closely. But there's certain players, if I don't see them turning up, maybe I'm gonna rip into them in them. Maybe I'm gonna be ripping them, but mainly it's probably gonna be the fan base who think, oh yeah, we can do something. But like I said, I need to see the build-up going into this game to really say how I feel after the game. So yeah, it depends on how many things like context and everything.
No, fair enough. Big up JG, flawless hair. He can't post that damn laughing meme anymore. What laughing meme is it, JG? I don't even know if you're still watching, but let me know. I'm unsure. Lewis says, we're top of the league. Have respect, man. You beat us and look how much it means to your catchers if you can't in it. No, I don't have to respect you because you're top of the league in September, number 1. Number 2, every win means a lot to me. It's not, and you are never the bar. Let me put that, you know what I'm saying? The bar for Manchester United, me as a United fan, is not finishing above Arsenal. Because finishing above Arsenal brings me no trophies. Brings me no success. I'll look at stuff like that. I'm expecting a trophy. Now, if we meet you like in the Europa League, different conversation. But the league, I've already wrote off. I wrote off before the start of the season. We can't win it. Would it be nice to finish in the top 4? Yes. To get back in the Champions League. But other than that, Couldn't care less. It's about 10 more, so about 10 half figuring out who he needs to keep and who he needs to sell. That's how I'm looking at that. Big up to Thomason says, Flawless, how you feeling about the Manchester Derby? Predictions for the North London Derby and Manchester Derby, guys. Yeah, we will run through that. Don't worry. Surfer, we'll go to you first and foremost. Prediction. We'll go North London Derby because that's the early kick. Actually, no, because these two will go talk about Manchester Derby first and foremost.
Very interesting. Because we saw John Stones limp off tonight.
Yes.
News that it might be a hamstring injury, so they probably won't risk him with the fixtures coming up. Carl Walker's probably going to play right back, which means you're going to have Akanji and Diaz centre back. We have Cancelo there. I mean, on paper, it should be as much as you've improved defensively and everything like that, and even midfield, McTominay renaissance.
Hey, new McTominay, man, my guy.
Do you know what? I think Haaland will score. I'm going to go 2-2 draw.
Okay.
Because I think, you know what? Because Pep's got a very at the Etihad. He's got a very, it's at the Etihad, right?
It's at the Etihad. Yeah, you're right.
It's not like a big like
they win all the time.
You have got spankings there, but you've won there a few times, right? A couple of times at least, and that's with worse teams.
Yeah.
So I'd have to obviously see what injuries you've got coming back as well.
I think currently, to my knowledge, the chat let me know no major injuries. I
didn't read anything about you not having any injuries, and Sancho Rashford rested. Rashford should be back as well. So I'm going to go either 2-2 or 3-2 City. I think it'll be because they're not good. I don't care what anyone says. They're weakened defensively. You've already seen it this season. I mean, Newcastle back 3 against them, Palace 2. Do you know what I mean? So they are. Yeah, Villa. Yeah, and Villa limited them to quite limited attempts. So I think it's not cut and dry as what people may think. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think.
First,
either 2-2 or
3-2 or 3-2 City. First, Jez, what are you saying? Manchester Derby.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Sofa, kind of like it's an unpredictable game, to be honest, because it's not like, but I've seen Ole getting for Celtic and City, so for me, it's like it's not a game where I can say, oh, yeah, 100% City gonna win that. It's not like it's not a one-sided kind of game, so fuck, not myself. Anyways,
that's just
it's gonna be interesting to see how Haaland can be contained because you see this guy like scoring monster. I see this guy doing karate kicks in mid-air between two defenders with little space there, and he just gets into the goal like I said, he's a robot, man. Like he's there to score goals, and like I agree with Silver. Like City has not impressed me this whole season, but Haaland is the X factor so far all season. So I feel like him being contained this game can be a really good big thing for United. That if the United defense is not on Haaland, it could be a really good whooping there. He's going to be at least scoring 2 then.
Yeah. Of course, it'd be a danger.
So for me, and even when you see the brilliance of like certain players, like because it's weird because you're not playing well, but then you get an individual brilliance kind of moment from the Cancelo outside the foot. You see like a long range shot from Kevin De Bruyne or Bernardo Silva. Like you never know these guys. So United have to be on it for 90 minutes. Literally for 90 minutes, and if they're on it, they can get a result. Even if there's going to be a period where they're not on it, then I think City can just take it. So for me, I think this could be either end in like
Yo, Jez, someone just snapped Jez. What's going on?
I thought you said
Yeah, like someone snapped Jez in that.
Bro, but all I heard was like that.
You say too much about Conte, bro.
Yeah,
he'll
be back.
Conte, bro.
Come. Your thoughts on it, Manchester Derby. Thoughts, prediction.
I'll keep it short, sweet. I think it'll be close, but I think it'll be like 3-1 City.
Okay.
But I think it'll be a close game. Like I know the scoreline doesn't really suggest it'll be close, but it'll be one of them games where it'll be a close, but I think City, because of Haaland, I think City will just take their chances more than what Man United will.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's about it. Like, I can see it being a close game, even on like shots and stuff. It's just one of them ones where I see City actually taking their chances, and I can only really see United taking one or maybe two.
First.
But
sorry,
close
I'm
game.
back. My
Yes,
laptop just died. Sorry.
No stress. Just go on.
Before you got sniped, bro.
Yeah, before you got sniped, fam. Go on.
It's either going to be 2-1 City, or I think it's going to be a 1-1
Okay.
1-1, yeah.
All right, fair enough. My thoughts on it is, obviously, I go more in depth on the Man United on Wednesday and on Friday, but I've spoken on this before. I spoke on it on Battle of the North. I spoke on this over the international break in terms of City are definitely favourites without question, without doubt. But styles make fights, and we have the style to hurt them. Again, I'm not predicting a Manchester United win. Let me get that out of the way. I do think the game will be a draw. That high line they play fits in. Manchester United currently, as constructed, are a better team without the ball. Our better performances have come against Arsenal and Liverpool. Yeah, there's exceptions to the rule. I thought we were very good against, the Leicester game. I thought we was good. But for the most part, when the opposition has the ball, we're at our most dangerous, because not only do we have people who can pick passes from midfield in Eriksen and Bruno, you have runners in Anthony, Sancho, specifically Rashford as well. Obviously, Eriksen and Bruno from
even
deep,
Malacia, bro.
as we've seen as well. So that's how I'm looking at it. So that high line, Rashford will thrive on. I hope City play on the halfway line. I just hope that we don't go there and surrender all of the possession. Give them the majority, yes, because City will do that to everybody. But I'm saying 60, 65. We can't go there and give them 80, 85% of the ball, because then we don't have enough of the ball to hurt them. But we have, like I said, in Eriksen and Bruno, we have two players in the midfield who can hit space. And with Sancho and Anthony, and specifically Rashford, we have runners. Throw Martial in the mix as well. Throw Eriksen and Bruno running from deep as well, as we've seen against Arsenal. So styles make fights. Again, will Pep be prepared for that? Absolutely. Of course, Haaland's going to be very tough to stop. De Bruyne is very tough to stop. They got Mahrez, they got Foden, they got Grealish, they got Gundogan. They got players, or Cancelo, who Jez mentioned, Kyle Walker. They have players who can hurt you legit all over the pitch. But I just want to see us have a game plan, implement that game plan, and put in a performance. Too often have we gone there and just been rolled over, even though we've got results. Like the 4-1 game. Just rolled over last season. I'm tired of that. Even if we go and we lose 3-1, which could happen, and Cam mentioned that, go and put in a performance is what I'm saying. And I've seen Ten Hag, I've seen enough of him in big games already change things and make substitutions. And circling, like, the reason why we beat Arsenal was mainly down to his subs. Because Arteta, Ronaldo, he put on the pitch, and Arteta, all of a sudden, Arsenal were playing much higher and he went for the game. Why, I don't know. But we're dangerous on the break. We're one of the better teams on the transition. We are definitely one of the better counter-attacking teams. Spurs are very good at it as well. There's probably others in the chat that you lot will mention, so I'm not going to say the best. But for the first time, like I said, I'm confident of getting something from this game. Because even if we draw 1-1 or 2-2, that's confidence boosting. That's morale boosting. We beat Liverpool and Arsenal at home, then we go away to the Etihad and get something and put in a performance. And especially if we have a defensively solid performance as well. We got the back-to-back games against Armonia after that. So we should win those, and then obviously Premier League. So confidence breeds confidence, and it breeds a winning mentality. So and don't let us win, because I've been talking shit and we've won 4 games in a row. Don't let us go to City and win. Don't let that happen, because I will be unbearable. If we go to City and win, I will be unbearable. If
you beat City, I'm deleting Twitter.
You better delete everything, fam. I've been talking smack to everyone in the group chat, and we only won 4 games in a row. Like,
win. If
we draw, flawless is that guy you just don't want.
People, because certain people have spoken and like shout out to Hassam that we're gonna go there and just roll over. And he's talking, it's gonna be 4, 5, 6s. I'm like, no, we're not getting beat.
I hope United lose.
Yeah, you hope we lose anyway, so it makes sense. But my point is the people who are like, we're not. Like, if we go there and put in performances,
where our women's game probably brings in more fans than their men's game.
Facts.
Shout out to the women.
I wish I could get tickets to go on, but United, we gonna sell out quick. I might go out the ground though if we win. I might go. The ground ain't too far from my house still. I might pull up. I may pull up. I might pull up. I might just pull up. I may do that. The ground ain't too far.
Was you in the game? No, but I'm here to celebrate with you.
Man. I might just, if we win, I'll probably pull up. What I'm saying, I don't know Flex and United view and that, but I might pull up, see what's going on with them, man. Like, yo, what's going on, and see who else is going. Just because, like I said in it, just take a stroll down there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. But yeah, I would say I'm confident. I would say a draw. But if someone says a City win, I'm not gonna argue you down because City are favorites against everybody there. Everyone who goes there, City are favorites.
Fucking, they
And
got
that's not just Premier League. That's probably Europe as well. You know what I'm saying? There's probably one or two teams that maybe aren't. I mean, that they're equal to there. But everyone goes there. You're the City are the favorites. So that's their lookout. All the pressure's on them. That's all I'm gonna say. But switching from the Manchester derby, we'll go to the North London derby that's going on. And Cam will go to you. North London derby, first one of the season. You know what I'm saying 2 teams actually in good form, had good results as well. Only 1 defeat for Arsenal, 0 defeats for Spurs. Your thoughts, Cam? Talk to me. Thoughts and prediction.
All right. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again. If this game was to happen on the 30th of September or the 2nd of October or any other day of the blood clot year, I'd be confidently saying, yeah, Arsenal are gonna win. But the fact that it drops on my mum's birthday, my mum's a Spurs fan, and every single time I had to research it, I did my research, and every single time these lot play on my mum's birthday, they don't fucking lose. They've only lost 1 game, and that was to Bayern Munich 7-2 a couple years back. Apart from that, every single time, I think you have to go back more than 20 years, bro. They played on my mum's actual birthday, not birthday weekend, the actual day of her birthday.
Shout out Mumsy as well.
Yeah, obviously, shout out Mumsy.
Yeah,
that's Queen right there.
100%.
They've not lost. So this is my omen. This is the bad omen for me, innit? Because I already know, I can just tell that the Spurs team on my mom's birthday will just turn up, and either nick a draw or nick a win. But any other day, like I said, I'd say, comfortably saying, Arsenal got this in the bag. Like, we should have this in the bag. Like to be fair, it's been 12 years since these lot have even got got a win at our ground. So we should be actually winning. But because of that omen there, I'm not confident, to be honest. This is the only one time I'll say when it's Arsenal, Tottenham at the Emirates where I don't feel confident because of my mumsy. Because I already know what I'm going to get if Tottenham beat us, bruv. She's not seeing me on her birthday, just know that.
And Black Diamond, I've already liked the stream, man. I've already hit the like button. I like the stream already. You don't get the likes up to let's hit 50. I've already done that. So Jez, over to you. North London derby, a ground you don't do well
it under 40 minutes, Jez.
but you're getting results.
I actually gonna keep this short and simple.
Yeah,
good. 35 minutes.
2-0 Arsenal. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why?
Oh, I didn't even do it. I didn't.
What's your score prediction?
I didn't do a prediction. All right, on a normal day, if we do turn up like we should normally do, I'm gonna say 2-3-0, maybe 3-1. But because it's my mom's birthday, I'm still gonna be nice to say 1-1. I don't want to predict the loss.
All right, so you saying 1-1. Jez, what are you saying? 2-0 loss for you lot. Why though?
Because it's the Emirates, bro. Like, bro, we lost to them at the Emirates, but when there was no fans, bro. So there's not even like sort of pressure there. So you have the fans there. It's like, yeah, man, like you just can't win there, bro. Like we're not the mentality monsters, bro. So it's like
we got that dog in you.
We don't they lost the minute. They lost the minute. So
we never had it, but
well,
so yeah, like see, for me, like I said, I would be very shocked if you get a result there. For me, Arsenal need to be playing cheeks, bro. If for them not to get a win there. Like, I take a draw. See, because the Spurs fans with me wants to obviously win that game. Like even the Spurs.
Yeah, just know if you beat us or you get a draw, it's because my mum's good omens of her being a Spurs fan and
Yeah,
they're
man.
playing on
Salute to
the
you. That's what I'm saying, man. Her play. I mean, Spurs playing on your Ma's birthday. That is a great omen, man. Love that. That's phenomenal. I need
No,
that.
not for me. Yeah, for Spurs and for
Yeah, for
you.
Spurs,
For
yeah,
your,
and
for
for me,
your,
yeah,
yeah,
for me,
for your
for
agenda
my
against
benefit.
Arsenal, 100%.
Yes, for my benefit. This is
Yeah, of
purposeful.
course.
For my
Yeah,
benefit.
yeah, I know this
We
for
don't
your
care about
benefit
you here,
mainly.
Cam. You know what I'm saying? We care about my benefit here when we talking. It's
I-
nothing to
Me,
do
bro.
with you.
No. What did I say in the chat? When I talk, yeah, let me speak, innit? Yeah.
So, bro. I'll be real, bro. So for my omen, obviously, if their omen is really that strong, I hope it comes through. But
I hope it don't,
man.
bro.
Obviously you don't, but I just hate it here. Like, it had to be Arsenal, the game that you come back to. You couldn't give me at least like a game where I can say we win the game and then we lose to Arsenal afterwards. It had to be this game. So
Who have you got after as well?
I think we got Brighton, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me actually look this up because I hate looking up.
At least it's not us and Liverpool, bruv.
Oh yeah, this would have been town, bro.
And yeah,
Yeah,
people
it's
that yeah, go on, Jess. Sorry, go on.
It's Brighton, and then we got Everton, and obviously United.
Manager bounce.
We'll soon find out. Yeah, there won't be a watch along for it though, people, because I am at football, so I'm playing ball in the morning, so there will not be a watch along for the game.
Oh,
Of course,
Well, you're not doing a watch along for the North London derby.
Nah, I'm at football, so I can't get back in time.
This hater.
I'm a hater. You, I do it.
I mean, you're gonna save your time because I'm not gonna.
Can you do it? If you can do it, then I'll set it up and run it. Man, we'll create the thumbnails right after the show.
I might be able to do it, you know.
Yeah, if you want to do it, it's fine, and you can just be just you on it if you want.
I might
invite Arsenal fans with you. It's up to you, fam. I see. You know what I'm saying? It's a change.
Jez, you want to come on?
I'm definitely not gonna be on there. I'll be real.
If it was half five, which it should be, I would have done it. It was a half five kick, 110%.
I hate these early kickoffs. It's like what one of my locals said yesterday, bro. If you lose on an early kickoff, it ruins your whole weekend.
Yeah. It's midday, Jez. It's a midday. It's not even 12:30. It's midday. But Cam, you let me know if you want to do it.
Wait, it's 12:30.
Oh, is it a 12:30 thing? All right, 12:30.
Yeah, we definitely lost.
Let me. I'll get back to you tomorrow about that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we never see the thing is.
Let me see Wagwan on the weekend. What?
I'll be ready to you. I might not even be awake by the game. The game is over.
I hear that. I'm gonna be like I said. I'm playing ball in the morning, so I won't be able to get back in time.
Yeah, we definitely lost because I don't even remember the last time we actually got a result even in an early kickoff against any team.
Seen. All right, well we'll go. We'll see. Yeah, go on, fam.
No, that's it.
Yeah, we'll switch lanes. I was gonna say non-biased, but you can't stand either of the teams. So for your thoughts, North London derby predictions as well. Predictions, should I say?
So I do think records at grounds matter, no matter how good a team is. So, when I was like, everyone was going, "Oh, Tottenham are gonna go to Stamford Bridge and do a number on you." I was like, "Nah, you don't understand the history of this." And I think it's one. I think single-digit victories at the Emirates for Spurs might only be one, right? One.
I think it's one.
It's just one. Just one.
Like 12 years ago, like say Gareth Bale, or something like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 3-2?
I think records.
It was.
I think records matter, man. I just think they do.
It definitely matters.
And they definitely have impact. I agree.
I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1. Just because of that. Because I think both defenses are better this season.
Yeah.
And also these 12:30 kickoffs, they never really catch fire. Do you know what I mean? They're like very because everyone's just like it's too early for a game. You know what I mean? It's just
no. You're forgetting this is the North London derby, bro.
No, I know. No, I know that.
Do you know what I love about the North London derby? It really does bring out the Spurs fans, bro. It really you don't see Spurs like you would see your normal little bunch of Spurs fans like you would normally like your Jezzes and all of that. Like you would see like your normal bunch there, but then when it comes to the North London derby, you forget there's fans that you forget about that are Spurs fan. They come out of the woodworks like Tottenham this and and all of this shit, bruv. Especially if Spurs win. Oh my gosh, bruv. I've never seen such a bigger fan base than when Spurs win. against Arsenal. No other team, just Arsenal.
But I just think, listen, whether the game catches fire or not, I just think Tottenham's record at the Emirates is
Says everything.
rubbish.
Abysmal.
Absolutely abysmal, man. It's like it's only second probably to the record at
Stamford
Arsenal.
Bridge. Yeah.
It's only that, and I just think, Arsenal will beat them. I don't think it'll be the best game. It might be like we'll probably see. Can I say this? We'll probably see a red card in this game. Definitely. I don't know who to, but we'll probably. I know Jesus. Will Jesus get booked and then he's out for the next Arsenal game?
Yeah.
He's on
I
4
forgot he
bookings
only
already.
one more. Yeah.
He's on
more
4
booking.
bookings. I don't know who's Arsenal's next league game is, but you know.
Liverpool.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
yeah.
is that Anfield as well?
The Anfield, yeah.
It should be Anfield, yeah. If
No,
the
your
Anfield.
record, yeah, your record at Anfield is bad.
Yeah, so
it's
so
I
you
think
can't-
it's
you can't-
I think it's at Anfield because we had. I think it was City that was the other home game, but now that they've been moved, didn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, because
so
you play
so-
City, like I said, the same day. That's middle of October. You lot play
Let's
No,
say
City.
no,
if
we're
you're
not
clear-
playing him no more.
Let's say if you're clear, right?
One
If
sec,
you're
let me
clear,
check.
if you're 2 goals up on Spurs and it gets to the 60th minute, just take Jesus off. Just take him
Yeah.
off.
No. What I'm saying, no, we're not playing City anymore because they had to because of the whole
Oh,
Queen
right.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
they
They
postponed
cancelled
it,
the PSV game, didn't they? So now they've moved the PSV game to the week where we're going to be the only team playing the European game when everyone else is playing a Premier League game. Basically, put it that way.
Just take
Man,
if you're winning, just take Jesus off.
Ooh,
He's not-
yeah,
you know
because
what
it's
I mean?
Liverpool, Leeds away, Southampton away, Forest at home, Chelsea away, Wolves away.
Isn't it Liverpool at home then?
No, it's Liverpool. Yeah, it's Liverpool at home. Yeah, it's Liverpool at home.
So it is
yeah.
Liverpool. No, I thought
Yeah.
so because I was thinking. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I knew we had 2 home games and then 2 away games.
Yeah, and then you got and then you got the back-to-back games against Bodo Glint. Let's go.
Come on.
I'm saying.
Biggest European games in the league, yeah.
That's when Thursday nights is where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, these lot are
It's
laughing at
like,
us
you're
because they
an
play them
outsider,
dead
you're an
Tuesday and
outsider.
Wednesdays, but we play Thursdays, new Fridays, bro. You know what they
It's
say.
like that. It's like you announced that, like you were, it's back to back against Atletico Madrid. Is it Bobo Glint or so? What is this, man?
Bodo Glint, man. Child Bodo.
Bodo
Anyone
Glint.
from
Sounds like a Kama Sutra move, man. Bodo Glint. What is this?
any Bodo Glint fans that are watching, salute to you, like, innit? Big up, man.
Bro,
You know
do
what
they
I'm saying?
even have fans? Like,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Yeah,
like,
of course
how many
they'll have fans, man.
Yeah,
I don't know how
they
many.
have fans.
They'll
More
have
than
fans.
1,000.
See,
And
yeah.
last season, I actually pushed for the clip against Roma. Innit?
See?
Bobo Glint.
Because Jez is a man of football, man.
Isn't it? What is
Jez
this?
is a man of football, that's why. In terms of the North London derby, of Arsenal
Bobo
favourites, yes, but I think this is all set up for Conte to absolutely make this a mess and
Wow.
just go out there and just absolutely stink up the gym and get a draw. That's what a draw for Spurs, a draw for Conte, should I say, is like a win for him. I'm not going to talk for
100%.
Jez and other Spurs fans, but
A
I'm saying,
draw
right now-
at the Emirates for Spurs is a
It's a
win
win.
for them.
yeah,
It's a win.
but I'm saying specifically for Conte, like he's setting up to
No,
not
for
lose
any
this
manager
game.
though.
He's setting up
It
to
would
not
be
lose
that.
this game. Nah,
To
it
be
would be
honest
that.
with you-
What I'm saying is though, but
No, I know
go
what you're
there and
saying,
try and
man.
win. Like Conte's not. I don't think you lot have to worry too. He's not going gung ho. Like he's not. Like he's.
I'm not.
fully-
No, I'm not worried that he's gonna come to Arsenal and then they're gonna be gunning. Look, my only worry is, there's Sambi Lokonga in it
Why is it going to be
in
Lokonga
midfield.
and Xhaka in midfield?
because, bruv, he's not a number 6, bro. He's because obviously number 5 is gonna be out,
Mhm.
and El Neni's already out, so we're gonna have
Oh, he's
to.
not any injured. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know
he's
that.
been injured.
But he's injured for up to the World Cup, bro. So
Yeah, you lot could be in trouble then.
that's what I'm saying, bro. So, and like I said, this prick goes out, has one game, doesn't even have a fucking game. Let's be honest. He had a training session and got injured in the training session, bro.
Literally.
Yeah, man.
Like-
so it's precautionary, man. You know what I'm saying? He could be there.
Man, say
I reckon
caution,
he'll play.
nah, bro. The guy's
I
gonna
think he'll
come
play.
back.
I think
He'll
play
get
this.
injured again and again and again, bro. The guy needs to leave my club as it is, brother. Fuck the allegations on him right now. Yeah, he needs to leave just for him being an injury prick, bro. And then he needs to
Fez.
leave the allegations on his head as well.
Fez. Well, yeah, with the North London derby, I actually think it will be a draw as well. Surfer made a good point that both these teams are actually normally good defensively. I see Spurs going there and absolutely parking the bus from the opening second, 110%. And I don't believe Arsenal have enough to break that down and also keep a clean sheet. Because Arsenal are going to have to commit bodies forward. They'll dominate the ball. They'll have to commit bodies forward to create against Spurs. And Spurs have players to hit you on the transition. 100%. When you have Son, Kane, Kulusevski, like, you have players who are going to, like, that's Spurs down to a T. That's what Son wants, space to run into. Very similar to what I was talking about in the Manchester derby. Spurs styles make fights. And if Arteta plays that high line like he did at Old Trafford at home to Spurs, which I think I can see him doing even more so, because I think Arsenal will have more
It's all
over.
over.
It's gonna be, but I don't think Spurs will do enough to win. But I can see a draw.
Yeah.
But this way, I can see Spurs taking the lead and Arsenal equalizing. I can see that happening. Wouldn't surprise me if Spurs took the lead in the slightest. But I'm saying draw. 1-1. Maybe 2. Maybe 2-2.
For us to have 2-2, or like even score more than just one goal, Kane needs to be on it. But the issue is this guy's coming off playing 90 minutes, by both games for England.
Yeah, true
So
that.
So he's not even going to be coming in full like things. Son, I don't know what he's been up to in South Korea. That's what I said, but I hate international.
He's been doing Calvin Klein shoots, bruv, for South Korea, bruv.
If I speak money, man. Let him get his bag. What I'm saying.
Bro, I need him to perform. That's what I need from. Forget the.
He'll perform, man. He'll score on Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? Lunchtime.
Bro, I hope he does, man. I hope he does.
He will, man. Trust me, man. Have faith.
Just because of a hat trick, all of a sudden he's back, man.
Hey, leave my South Korean brethren alone.
This guy, Egypt, yo. Speaking of that, Ray says, a Chelsea forward victim of a garbage system more than being garbage players. Your thoughts, Surfer? Chelsea question from Ray.
I think if I was to split it, I'd probably go 70-30 in terms of them being garbage.
Okay, fair.
I do think the restrictions on the system doesn't help. I do think it showed on there. Listen, it's really difficult. It'd be fascinating.
Listen, I'm gonna have to bounce in it because
come.
It's got the
No
time.
worries,
My mum's gonna be home soon, innit, from the airport and that.
So you got to wrap up birthday present. It's all good.
No, it's not even that. I got to clean, innit? I got to clean, innit?
Go do your thing, fam. Go clean, fam. Go clean, man. I'll catch up with you soon, come.
Big up everyone, man. Obviously, you already know, man. Like, hit that like button if you haven't already. You papagas, bruv. You're a papega if you're watching this and not hitting like, bruv. That's what you are. Fucking papega. But it's all love.
Let me know about the watch along, come. Let me know in it tomorrow.
And I'll let you know tomorrow definitely about the watch along as well, man. Yeah. So there might be a watch along for the North London derby. They might not. I'll let Flawless know tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Obviously, big up everyone and me gone.
Bless.
Listen, I do think they're a victim when it comes to who else is in the system. Like last season when Chilwell and Reece James went down to injuries, lack of then support, and then because of Alonso and Aspilicueta coming in. However, I do think, let's not say that we didn't create for them, and they didn't put away the chances. So I do believe it falls more on them, as proven. We saw it in the cup finals. Stuff like that, and even like against Real Madrid in like the first leg and the second leg, we created the chances.
You did create enough. You don't miss.
And against you saw it against you at Stamford Bridge. We had
tell me about it.
Multiple chances.
Both games
across 3 games. I think we had something like I think it was recorded like something like 40. No, it might be a bit more. Like anywhere between 50 and 70 chances created and scored like 3 goals or something like that on like 3 or 4 games last season. It's just, if you saw it tonight, why can't Kai Havertz do that? Why can't Kai Havertz do that when he plays for us? Why aren't you? Why we said I've never seen Kai Havertz do that shot at Chelsea ever since he's been there.
You've never seen him attempt that shot? I've
never seen him attempt that shot whatsoever. It's always timid, like position,
no power.
I've got to do it so carefully. I've got to make sure it's on the angle. Motherfucker, you can just do that when you did it in a worthless Nations game. You can't do it flipping against like Burnley at home or something like that. You know,
maybe he doesn't love the club.
It's the system he was in. He's up front tonight. He played up front tonight.
Yeah, he did play up front, and then he got shifted out wide. Yeah,
played exactly the same as he does for us, but somehow he pulled off a banger from outside the box. It wasn't even inside the box; it was outside the box.
Outside the box, facts.
So what do you mean you can't do that? Oh, he's not got enough space. He doesn't get piss off. He can just do that out. It's like, and then Mason Mount comes on the pitch and shoots like that first time. But we've been begging for you to shoot first time at Stamford Bridge all the time. We hate you taking an extra touch because you lose the ball. How come you're going to take an extra? How come you're going to shoot bang on right now? How come you timed the run right there and then? Are you kidding me? You've done. Where's that been all season from these two players? That actual determination, which says to me that they, as much as Thomas Tuchel was too loyal to them, they weren't loyal to him. In terms of how they played. The two players he stuck with, through thick and thin, didn't show up. And now they've shown up like here, like the two different players. Because arguably Mount came on and he was instrumental in. He
did change the game. Him and Saka did help change the game 100%.
And Kai Havertz was instrumental in with
when he shifted out wide after Werner, because he did create a few chances because Werner missed a couple.
So I think it's more on the side of the thing. I don't know what system Potter's going to play or stick to as well. So and then the combination up front. So under Tuchel, I think it was more players than actual system, but system takes a bit of blame as well. So, but if I'm going Potter, I'm looking at the games tonight. I'm going. I need that in the games. I need that. Like Kai Havertz. I need you. If you can do that, Kai Havertz, then you should be trying to do that at least once or twice every game. It doesn't have to go in, but just try it. Honest to God, if you to have 10 Chelsea fans, well, you normally do on streams anyway, but if you
tell me about it,
if you have all the Chelsea fans on the stream and ask them, do you think Kai Havertz will be able to produce that? They'll probably say nine of us probably say no.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
Or have you ever seen Havertz do that for Chelsea? I don't think anyone. I've never seen him doing that for Chelsea before.
Ridiculous. We got to run through the last final few comments as well. Flawless, what's your favourite memory of the Manchester derby? Same goes to Cam Surfram and Jez in your derbies. For me, Manchester derbies, a few. The Van Persie free kick at the Etihad, A1. Scholes' header at the Etihad, even though we didn't go on to win the league, was still very, very special. And then Michael Owen's goal. That's another one. Michael Owen's goal. And taking it way, way back, even a little bit before my time, but the goal was so iconic. Keane scoring the winning goal after being 2-0 down at Main Road. He scored the third Dennis Irwin cross. That just takes it back because that's Keane, one of my favorite United players of all time. So that's kind of like nostalgia for me. So that's like in the memory banks. But yeah, Van Persie's free kick, Scholes' header both at the Etihad, and then Michael Owen's winner at Old Trafford in the 4-3 game when Mark Hughes was the manager. Jez, what are you saying? Favorite memory in the North London derby?
Definitely the goal that Kane scored. I think it was 2015 or 16 when he scored it from like the edge of the box, curled it into the goal. Definitely, probably my favorite moment, and probably the Carabao. It was a Carabao Cup where we beat Arsenal at their ground, where Dele Alli scored the winning goal. Probably those two games.
First. So for we'll go. I don't know. Who do you consider more your biggest derby? Who do you dislike the most? Spurs.
I can do it for both derbies as I've watched.
Do both because I didn't know. Yeah, that's
Manchester
cool.
one. I've got two that really stick out. I've got Sean Wright-Phillips' goal from when he was on the right at the Etihad. And I think they beat you 4-1.
Yeah,
he just shot. He just blasted it in the top corner. It was just ridiculous. I think that was 03-04. I think that season. And then it's two from the same game because first of all, City beat you 6-1, But Darren Fletcher probably scored the best goal of the game. You know, he just killed it. He just after he went down to 10 men, I think, as well.
I stopped watching that game. I never watched the full game. I've never watched it.
And then obviously it's the Mario Balotelli, isn't it? Why always me? You know. But I did like the Michael Owen one because it was like, what was it, about 22 minutes of injury time?
Hey, let's go, man. Hey, hold that. That was great.
That was good because we beat Spurs 3-0 like an hour later. So that was all good. North London derby. The 4-4 Harry Redknapp's first game. They were like 4-2 down, and
Gina scored a banger, didn't he? I think it was Gina who scored a banger.
What's his name? Is it Bentley?
Yeah, Darren Bentley. Was it David Bentley? David Bentley.
David, what his name is? He scored that. Other North London derbies. I think there was one with. I think they either scored to equalise or took 1-0 lead, and then Arsenal scored from the Spurs' kickoff. And Sky Sports was still showing the replay of the equaliser, and it just caught Fabregas' goal right as it went in like that. And I thought, oh, Jesus Christ. But, you know, stuff like that. They're good games. I do enjoy those games because everyone else freaks out. Because I know a lot of Man United. You know, I don't know a lot of City. Well, who knows? Who does know a lot of City?
No, the City fans don't even know a lot of City fans. Yeah.
Arsenal and Spurs fans. It's nice, man. You know, nice to have a week off. So, you know.
What about your derbies, Chelsea? I don't know who you class more as Arsenal, Spurs.
Against, I'd probably say it's a rivalry's probably biggest. My biggest rivalry is with Liverpool. The Spurs one.
That's not a rivalry. Bro, Spurs Chelsea's not a rivalry. It's just an ass whooping, bro.
Yeah. All right, go with Liverpool then, because he said derby. Because obviously you got Fulham, but then you've got London, so you got Chelsea, you got Spurs, you got Arsenal. But if you want to go Liverpool, cool.
I think Liverpool for me, it's one of the earliest ones for me is like I went to Stamford Bridge when they're still building a bit like 97. They're still building the West Stand, but they're still selling tickets for you to sit on concrete slab. Do you know what I mean? I think it was very weird. But like coming back 2-0 down at half-time, winning 4-2, then going on to win the FA Cup. It's beating Liverpool, I think, 4-0 at home, but our goalkeeper was man of the match. Cudicini was man of the match, but we won 4-0.
That's crazy.
Make sense for you? Yeah. That was, you know what I mean? And then it's obviously all the Champions League stuff. You know, finally beating them in the Champions League. That was a massive, although we lost the final. You know, beating them back-to-back, stuff like that. It's always nice to beat them at Anfield.
Oh, yeah. Victories at Anfield are brilliant. I still remember them. I cherish them.
When we smacked them 4-1.
Hey, Shane, big up, man. Big up. Go on, fam.
We smacked them 4-1 after a terrible Champions League draw with them like 3 days earlier. I mean, Steven Gerrard, like he's handed us goals a couple of times, which has been significant. So it's always nice. You know, it's always good. But Spurs to me is very personal because it's family. So in terms of that, so spanking Spurs is always good. You know, establishing 3-point lane again is also good. That's all.
Fair dues. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Marcel says, big up Flawless in the panel. I salute your work ethic. Sarcasm City is always live. Hey, big up Marcel, man. Much appreciated. Like I said, big up all the regulars, big up all the new people in the chat, all the people commenting, all the people who are watching this right now and I just have it on in the background. All the people who are watching it back live. Big up to all of you lot, man. Salute, man. Big up to everyone who has locked in. The reason why Cam was here is because we didn't do the Arsenal. We didn't do Man United going to talk from the Arsenal. So that's why Cam was on here. That'll be back next week, Monday. So we'll be back to regular scheduling. So me and Cam will be there discussing obviously the North London derby and the Manchester derby as well. And then this show will be back fortnightly, of course, man. We got squad depth. So Peter's not here, but then we just draw for surf. You know what I'm saying? World-class player for world-class player, man. That's all we have over here, people. World-class players in the starting lineups, on the bench, and then there's Ryan. But that's what we do, people. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Hey, you forgot Ahmed. You forgot Ahmed.
No, Ahmed, my guy, man. That's
the
my
Chelsea
team.
depth. The Chelsea depth is insane. The Tottenham one, not so much.
The Chelsea depth, is different.
Jez got to stay fit for most.
Jez, you got to stay fit for the whole season.
I'm Harry Kane. But it's either me or nobody.
You legit are. I'm sure it will happen though, as we do
Even
more
when
like
you're ill, bro.
fan.
You got to come on
Yeah,
when you're ill. Got a cold.
even when there's
Yeah.
more fan calling shows and more, I'm sure Spurs fans will pop up. Same with United, like even me, like our squad depth even that good as me, Eddie, Tazo. That's pretty much it. It's not even the strongest of depth. You know what I'm saying? In that King K, you can say in that.
At least it's some death, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
some
me,
depth.
bro. It's
Yeah,
just me.
it's legit just you. Don't worry, man. We gonna pattern that, man. Liverpool.
Bro, not
Liverpool.
even bro. I was. It's not even a Dortmund fan here. Crazy.
Liverpool's kind of weak, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Cam's is top notch, and then you just got Ryan in it. He's just no depth.
He just yeah, like
Have no one.
Bro, he's like, bro, he's a Harry Winks, bro.
Yeah, man, he is. This is Oliver Skip or some shit like that. For real, man. Like,
Literally.
it's outrageous. But yeah, man, love to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you continue to support. We're back today, people. 7:30 p.m. Portugal versus Spain. We'll be doing that Watch Along Nations League. Portugal versus Spain. And then after that, 1 a.m. on the Twitch. That'll be doing the friendly Watch Along Jamaica versus Argentina. So that'll be 1 a.m. on the Twitch, people. So 2 streams on this channel. Well, on Sarcasm City TV tomorrow. 1 on the YouTube, 1 on the Twitch. Make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Let you know all the times that are coming up. Man United, we moved to Wednesday. So that'll be on Wednesday, people. Because 5 p.m. I'll be on Saeed's channel, and shout out to Saeed. We'll be doing on the Unfiltered podcast because we didn't do it last Sunday. So because we didn't do it Sunday, he's moved it to Tuesday. So that'll be 5 p.m. And make sure you check out all the content you've seen today. You had this show, we had the England-Germany watch along, we had Battle of the North that was on Matisse's channel. Also on Stat My Baines' channel, me and him, Stats, Facts, and Vibes. So we are gonna, I told you, look, we wouldn't stop during international break. I said the content was gonna continue. And then once October hits, yes, like Surfer said, you are legit gonna see us here. It's like every 2 or 3 hours. You are gonna see us here. It's ridiculous. You are gonna see us.
There's
like
there might be something where you see, like with the World Cup and NBA, you might only get like a 4-hour grace. Literally. In terms of like, because we've got some NBA West Coast games are gonna finish near 6 o'clock in the morning. Some World Cup games are gonna start at like 10 or something like that. Yep. There literally is gonna be like a 4-hour grace where you go, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're gonna be out to 24 hours, bro.
24 hours, people gonna be like, I can't even ask you what you did because I know. What have you been on? You know what I've been doing. We've been speaking. You know exactly what I've been on. You know exactly what I've been doing. 110%.
You're gonna be seeing me you're gonna see me like 6 ending stream 6 a.m. for the basketball ones, and then you ask me, well, where you been, bro? I've been uniform, and they had to come back.
I've been uni and then back to the, like Surfer said, that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be an NBA game that finishes at 6, and then we back from 10 all the way through to like 10 p.m.
like the group games.
Because there's 4 games a day. And then if there's a basketball game, and then if that's a Wednesday, there's a Q&A after that. So we might legit be here from like 10 to like 2. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a break, and then we back at it again. You lot go, like I said, we ain't gonna stop, man. And hopefully, like, this World Cup is as good as the Euros. I really enjoyed the Euros. I say this all the time. The Euros was so much fun. So I'm hoping the World Cup is even more fun than the Euros was. Like, I really enjoyed them watch-alongs from start to finish. And I enjoy international football, but not as much as I did. It was great. See what I'm saying? The jokes, the banter, the usual business. But we're going to keep the show rolling because even during that period as well, minus Man United, all the other shows will continue. So your Q&As will carry on. The fan calling shows will carry on. But like this show will stop. Man United will stop just during that period because there's nowhere to schedule it, people. Legit. Like, if I could, I would. But there's no space. Literally, there's games from 10 to like 10. There's nowhere I can in it. Like, but yeah, man, love to everyone that has locked in. Surfer, anything you want to add before we close out the stream?
Like, share, subscribe, join, follow everyone here. Not to even mention, we have a new NFL show now every Friday, 10:30 p.m. UK on the Twitch.
Yes.
Myself, Peter, Nataza, Alam, who is Ghost in the chat, and Eddie, when he can come on. We'll be discussing all things NFL. We're really, really honoured and touched by, you know, how many people actually tuned in for the first episode. You've asked for it. And, you know, we're even like thinking about doing watch-alongs when the playoffs start in January. So, you know, build it up. Come join us, man. Turn your notifications on everything as well, on the Twitch and on YouTube, because at least you'll know then. And,
Yeah,
you know,
make sure you do that,
like I say,
people.
it doesn't take a lot to just like it. It helps you the algorithm. We're near
Facts.
5K. Flora's near 5K on this channel alone. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Go
it's all
follow
good.
the Twitch. Like Surfer
Follow
said,
the
for
Twitch.
people that don't know,
Do-
download the Twitch app. You sign up for free like you would YouTube, and then you
Yeah.
watch the same way and you comment over there as well. And you think we get
Subscribe.
wild on here, we get wild over there. So, you know. Yeah,
Oh
go
yeah,
on.
Subscribe so you don't have 7 adverts when you're trying
Yes.
to watch something.
If you have
It's not
Amazon
good.
Prime, you can use that for free to sign up. And like
Yeah.
Surfer said, you then don't get the adverts. Because I legit don't run the adverts. Twitch
Yeah.
run the ads. Twitch automatically runs adverts on streams, people.
Yeah,
So
and
if you're
if you
getting
miss something, and you try and think, oh, I can catch it on the replay. Nah, that'll
adverts.
block. It will block that, so you'll never actually know what happened. Like if you were like your comment, reacting to your comment or a question, if that breaks while we're answering it, you will never know what we said. So you know.
Facts. Yo, Jazz, my brother, anything you want to add?
Literally what just Andrew said as well, like do all
Give my
that. I don't like hey, if you keep it there. So like anyways, but I hate when people say in the chat, fam, like I don't want to look on I don't want to go to Twitch and sign up, but it doesn't take it. It's not like dealing with taxes or something. It's
you're not
literally
giving
like,
your DNA or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
Literally just email password
sign up
and then you're
because
there.
like people, you don't understand how much of content you miss of the Twitch when the Twitch content is really starting up. Like YouTube, we are obviously the content put in it, but you're really gonna see the squad depth like really coming through it on the Twitch, fam. Like you guys will understand once you sign up for Twitch. So make sure you go sign up Sarcasm City and you're just gonna follow, and obviously like and subscribe on here. Obviously, once the basketball content is starting up, and the World Cup is coming up. This you see in Sarcasm City, to find a form that like freeze and that. So
Facts.
So yeah,
Facts.
Big up everyone.
Yeah, man. Love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Man United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast meets the Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast special brought to you by Surfer, Jez, Cam, and myself. Big up to everyone that has locked in. Catch up with you lot soon.
So